Hey, welcome to the RPL final where we have Carl Bleach versus Tastes Like Purple for the final match today for summer 2017 season. I'm here with my caster host Lucian is gay. You want to introduce yourself real quick?
Yeah, used to play in the RPL, not anymore. I got too high ranked, but I've been over trying to coach my team from earlier, so I'm just ready to look over the plays and hopefully we can make it a good stream.
Hey, yeah, there we go. I agree. I agree. So as we waiting for this game to start, these two teams have gone off and on battle head to head in the semifinal, quarterfinal, the normal season, just to make it to the final to win this sweet money. What do you have to say to Taste Like Purple and Clark Bleach? What do you feel like they have to face a tough battle to get here, or what?
I'm gonna say that both teams have tried really hard. I'm just like I don't really know what to say. I haven't been following along really closely, so my bad. But looking at the stats so far, just looking at their various lanes and stuff, everyone looks like they're ready to have a pretty good fight. Hopefully, we get a great match, and yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree. Clark Bleach finished the season 11.11 and 1, time getting first place in the standing season. Before it used to be I forgot the name. It was like Beta Fox. I mean first, but they got disqualified. But so
Yeah.
Clark Bleach is the new first place team. And Tastes Like Purple made it second place in the prestige standing, going 10 points, going 10-2. They have won 5 games under 30 minutes, same as Clark Bleach. These people are really good, really strong. The mid laner, ADC, and jungle are just really, really top players. They roam a lot. They make sure they go for objective, make sure the team fight always clean. If they're behind, they're always able to pick up the pace and make it just go 100% full in. I'm expecting good stuff from this team. What about you? What about you, Lucian?
Yeah, same thing here. I'm looking at all the standings here. Uh, just insane how these two teams stand out from the rest of their bracket with their objective taking. Like Clark's, Bleach's, Dragons are just way above everyone else. Their tower count is higher. 330 wins are pretty even actually, so we might be seeing very snowbally games. Uh, it looks like Herald is being taken not as often, but I guess with the way their pre-30 wins, that might be
Yeah.
taking a lot more just because Return wasn't really that much of an objective before they reworked it into a tower sieging monster.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I feel like it's even harder to take referral nowadays because for you to take referral is like you have to really plan accordingly to get it. Oh, like you
yeah,
can solo it at level 5 if you want to, but like if the enemy team spots you, you're kind of dead because the referral is going to attack you, but not the enemy team. So you have to be really careful about that.
yep.
Alright. Then from standing, we're gonna go into each of the players. So as we know, everybody wants to know how these players did during the season. So we're gonna go down to KDA. In KDA, we have a lot of that's prestige. Okay. In KDA, we have a lot of Clark Bleach, Kicker, Sharon, and also Zolian are the top four highest KDA in RPL individually. So what do you have to say about that? Kicker has a 7.1 at it as individual players, they are ahead sometimes in CS scene for CS scene. Gold White Card Bleach is always ahead. So I'm expecting Karg Bleach should have a pretty easy time in the early game because it seems like like you say, the team KDA is just so high. It's above TLP. They have individual KDA players that are really high at good kills and securing kills, securing objective. They're just in first place in almost every single standing. The only place I see them not being in first place is in least death and CS per minute, but like in all the other standings, they're like just super high, which tells me that the
Yeah.
team really
If you
really
if
good.
you're sorry I'm interrupting here. If you're making like these aggressive plays, you're going to die. So I mean, it makes sense for them to have like just a ridiculous amount of kills, but like
Yeah.
not be on the least deaths.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Well, true, true. I feel like Sharon though is Sharon the jungler? If I recall, I think that his their jungler. Am I right? Yeah, the jungler.
Yeah.
Yeah, so because sure he has the least amount of debt, but if your jungler can go in make plays and still come out alive, they're just telling me that your jungler have learned when to go in for certain plays. I won't be surprised if you could bring out assassin pick I think last season. I don't know if it was him or not, but I remember last season it was the assassin pick. It was the assassin meta. They brought out a lot of assassins in the jungle. Lee Sin, J4. I think everyone came out once. But they brought out a lot of good assassins, and now we shifted over to the tank meta,
Yeah.
and they had to change the whole entire play style again. So what do you guys say? Because normally people look more in the jungle matchup because the junglers are always the one to change the game. So what do you got to say for the jungle matchup right now? We have Shen versus Panther.
Yeah. Hold on. Um, what you were saying earlier about the assassin picks,
Yeah,
that's a huge change from now. But looking at Panther here, it looks like
hmm,
he's like completely shifted to the tank meta. Like if you look at his OPGG, he has a 62% win rate on Zach, which is just
whoa,
insane, and
holy
it's over
crap!
94 games played, which is
What?
insane. But second place is Warwick,
Mhm.
but it's only 20 games, so I would expect like a Zach ban out from the
From Call of
Clorox
Duty.
Bleach
Yeah,
here because that's a huge hit too. Because it looks like this
yeah.
Panther guy's a Zach main.
Hmm.
Um, who is their jungler? Sean knows. Hold on, let me check his OPGG.
Mm.
It doesn't look like he's playing that much jungle. I mean, okay, so it looks like he has a lot of K6 games, but
Hmm.
the way Kazik does into Zach is not great because Zach just outskills the hell out of Kazik's and Zach's is,
Yeah.
Zach's ganking pressure is also much higher. But if
Hmm.
Kazakhs can get ahead, he can take over a game probably more easily than Zach can because just of the sheer damage potential of Kazakhs and his
Of course.
isolation factor.
Yeah, and plus also, Kazi is really good in counter jungling too. If you can get Kazi ahead and start snowballing, like you said, on him counter jungling, Zach won't be an issue because Zach really doesn't have a lot of ability to fight a Zach. Well, you have a lot of CC, but like, is it like basically AOE CC that you need your teammate to like follow up and like do damage upon that CC? Well,
Yeah.
Kazi overall is just really good at assassinating, getting quick kills, getting in and out, I feel like Sharon might well, then again, like I said, it's tank meta, so let me not get ahead of myself. I feel like we have the Panther have more of the advantage, but Sharon can always make a miracle play. You never know, always can happen.
Right, but the way things are going, I'm looking at the top laners right now, which is because both, if they do, assuming they both get their mains, Zach and Kazakhs, they want to go. They're whichever one's blue side
Yeah,
is gonna have a reliance on blue, whichever jungler they're both gonna rely on blue a lot. But the way things work is both of their top lineups are gonna be a huge factor depending on which who's on which side. Because
yeah,
as I'm pulling off OPGGs, it looks like Spoder one, I don't know.
yeah.
Uh,
Spot on.
TL or Clark's Bleach's top laner, he plays a whole lot of aggressive early game, oppressive champions, and that just makes it so easy for Sharnos to have pressure, and he's really able to get the counter jungling going because with a winning lane top lane with a with the Spotos, Pantheon picks, and Renekton picks, it's really
Yeah.
easy to counter jungle, and you can get your top laner to come along and help because usually with those oppressive lane picks, you're either shoving in or you're forcing the enemy to recall.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay.
Yeah, sure. All right, let's see here. It looks like both teams are present, and I'm not sure what the delay is, but hopefully we can see a really interesting draft phase. Maybe it'll be just typical tank meta, but looking at the picks from both of the from Clark's Bleach, we could see something a whole lot different, a whole lot more. What's the word? Spicy? I don't know, but we could see a really aggressive early game so that the tanks don't get OP or don't transition into their god forms mid to late game. So hopefully this is something different. Hopefully. Looks like we're having a bit of connectivity issues with Kind. Yeah, you got DC. Just keep on looking at these top laners here. Or mid laners, sorry. So for TLP's mid lane, or Clark's Bleaches, I'm sorry. Clark's Bleaches mid lane, it looks like it's a top lane main with Fiora, but I could be wrong. It's scattered. It looks like a Talia Oriana pick is very likely versus Toe Knuckles. Let's see here. Yeah, Toe Knuckles is a dedicated mid main with a lot of Kassadin and Zed and Oriana as well, but Kassadin is going to play really well into Talia and Oriana if he can get past level 6, if he can snowball and just push forward, and then he can just take over the game by himself as well. So it'll be real interesting to see what mids we have coming out as well. 3 people from TLP just DC'd. Or 2. We're getting our pick order figured out right now.
Wait, what just happened?
A lot of DCing and joining back in so we can get the LCS order in. So
Alright, no
yeah.
problem. Sorry, little family issues I have to fix real quick. You know, broken glass at the moment. So yeah.
Yep. Have a little bit. All right, so it looks like everyone's ready.
Alright.
Yep. All right, so picking and banning has begun.
Alright.
All right, Endu had to go do something else, so I guess I have to help you cast for now.
Yep.
Right.
I'll be back soon. Mm.
So we get the Thresh ban.
Chaos will follow.
Yeah, I haven't finished looking at all
A
all the
Renekton ban.
PGGs out. Yeah, early game lane bullies from again from Spoder 1. He's getting those taken away. I'm expecting a Pantheon ban maybe as well.
Panthers are really good.
Grounded?
Mumu, so I can see why
Mm-hmm.
that got banned. Um,
Yeah, Talia ban out because it looks like Vanilla, Vanilla, I don't know, plays a fair amount of Talia. Maybe an Oriana ban will come out from red side.
they're really deciding what they want to do for their last ban on Clorox Bleach's side.
Well,
Yep, there's a
now I'm
Zac
just
ban.
mad.
Yep.
Panthers are really heavy Zac main as well.
Yep. Personally, I think Panthers probably going to pick a Warwick here in this situation since both of his top two junglers are gone right now.
Yeah.
I do not
Oh, there he
tolerate
is.
cowardice.
Okay.
Yeah, Spooter's really good at Renekton and Darius both.
Yeah, he's really good at Pantheon too, as far as I can see. Oh yeah, there's our priority Oriana pick since
Yep.
both mid winners play it. Let's see what they get up. Let's see what red side comes out with.
The Rumble.
Rumble. I could see an AD. We could see a Zed come out maybe from Toe Knuckles.
Yeah, he plays a lot of Zed.
Yeah, it's really good. Risa Banulu who plays.
He's
Oh, it's all right.
yeah, he's a more of an assassin player than
Yeah, which is unfortunate because the way the meta is, it's not looking very good for assassins.
the Sejuani pick. I'm a Sejuani main, and that I really think Sejuani's a good champion.
Yeah, she's highest. I think she has a really high win rate pre 30. Then it just goes off from there.
Yeah.
J4 pick could be flexed around top maybe, but most likely in the jungle. Could be flexed for damage or it could be flexed for tank as well. So
I think it's gonna be jungle Jarvan
Yeah.
because Sharanos I know plays Jarvan quite a bit.
Yeah.
And
I'm guessing he's gonna go like a bruiser build with like Titanic and Black Cleaver or something like that, and then just building tank.
Yeah, and we get the Janna pick, the typical
Yeah,
Janna
highly
pick.
contested pick for I'm guessing Monsoon's a Janna main with that name. I'm surprised that wasn't banned away though. That's a poor decision for putting so much pressure on top lane though.
Silver Spade is a really good Rakan
Back
player,
to sleep then.
in my
There's
opinion.
a Galio ban. I'm not sure how that'll work out.
Spooter is also a Galio player too. He plays a lot of Galio.
Right.
Okay, there's a yeah. didn't see that on his OPGG. Caitlyn ban. It's an alright ban now. If you're good at Caitlyn, she's still really impressive, but she's just not disgusting like she was earlier after all the nerfs. Let's see what else comes out. Tristana ban. So they're banning out top tier or one of the top tier ADCs. Twitch is probably going to be a big factor on both teams. Whoever can secure Twitch should have a pretty good edge. Cassidy ban as well. So looks like is maybe coming out.
We got the Sivir pick.
Yep. Ooh, an Ashe. Okay, yeah. Even though she's not top tier at the moment, Ashe is pretty good in pro play or competitive play, just because of the way her ultimate works. If you can coordinate with your team, you can pick people really easily.
I really like having an Ashe on my as my AD carry for
even though she doesn't.
Like this.
Yeah, even though she doesn't do a whole lot of damage, she's still really good at creating picks. Yeah, there's a Maokai pick.
I'm pretty sure that's a Maokai top.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh, Mordekaiser.
Oh, I was gonna say Mordekaiser.
Oh, Echo. Mordekaiser mid. Okay, so Echo has come out, swapping around stuff. Let's see. They have a lot of magic damage on red side. So, and Maokai is known to be pretty good at absorbing everything. But maybe Sivir can change that. A huge tank on red side as well. So, not a whole lot of damage for blue side, though, in comparison.
Blue side,
I guess
blue side
I could DPS.
Would have a better team fight in this situation.
Yeah, of course. But red side, if they can play it correctly, their team fight isn't too bad either.
Yeah.
And if the Rumble can constantly push in the Maokai without getting punished by the Jarvan, it's a pretty good winning lane. Same thing with bot lane, to an extent. General matchup should be fairly even, very gank heavy. Mid lane, it's a pretty heavy skill matchup, I'd say so.
So now we get the big 2-minute or 3-minute wait.
So fun. I wish I could see keystones.
Yeah, that would be nice to have in the custom spectator screen.
Yeah, because a lot of Maokai or Jarvan is dependent on his keystone, whether you get tank or damage. Then the lords and courage make a big difference on how you play the champion. Same thing with Ashe and Warlords and Fervor.
There was a weird thing. I personally have never seen this until today. Today, Xmethi played Sejuani, and he went what is it, Bond of Stone?
And then, Stoneborn Pack.
And then Stoneborn Pack, and then he went. He was so far ahead that he went Ardent Sensor.
Yeah, everyone's just abusing the hell out of Ardent Sensor right now. Just such a disgusting item.
Xmethi is so good, man. I love him so much.
Yeah.
I'm back, by the way.
I'm gonna hand it back over to Endu, and you guys have a great casting game.
All right, thank you, TSM back. Yeah, shout out and glow to TSM back, man, for holding down the fort.
Big thanks.
Yeah, give him some love. I'm back. Sorry, issues have to pop up, but I know what TSM back been talking about. Especially did build up today in the Immortal versus COG. If you didn't hear the news, Immortal, my team, go forward with them. Won the game, and I was proud as hell. Okay, sorry. So we have a Valkyrie J4, Oriana, Ashe, Janna versus a Rumble, Swanee, Echo, Sivir, and the next one. Sorry, Rakan.
Yeah, fairly blue side's team comp is actually fairly standard for the meta right now, but red side is a little bit damage focused. And
Yeah,
if they make any mistake, red side's or blue side's gonna punish heavily.
hard
Yeah,
punishment.
just based on the way their team is, and also the hard engage comp with Sejuani and Echo too, kind of, is pretty bad versus Janna and Maokai just because of their insane peeling potential. And
True, but like,
yeah,
but then again, you're looking at champions wise, right? It depends on how good these people are able to on using these champions. Uh, as for example, Rumble. Personally, Rumble into the team card won't be like a good option to pick. But Rumble is this guy like it just one of his best top laner you have. I don't even know why they left the Rumble open. This guy Rumble, you know how to ult on time. This guy Rumble is always there to pressure the team fight. He's always there to secure objectives, help out. He almost have 100% kill participation. The top laner for TLP, I think it's TLP, right? Is really good, and I won't be surprised if it become a struggle to shut this guy down because he can 2v1 and top lane and still win.
right, but the way the team comps are, Rumble may not have a chance to do damage. Rumble may not be able to get close enough to press Q or whatever, but his ult is probably going to be what decides the game. It looks like Maokai is going Courage with the Colossus, so he loses a lot of laning power as well. Jarvan is going Thunderlord, so it
Thunder,
might be a more damage-focused build.
wait, is Thunderlord still good on J4? I think more people bring Kirk or the Colossus.
Courage of the Colossus is a scaling mastery, if we can say that. Courage really isn't that great for anything other than like 3v3s and then so on. Thunderlords just adds a whole lot of more burst to your kit. If you go with damage, Thunderlords is really going to be felt just because of the insane damage potential, but
Yeah,
Courage does scale better and does scale harder if you get like tank items, which
yeah, I
is part of the
remember.
reason why. Yeah.
True. Yeah, no, cause like, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but like, I know what you're talking about. Isn't like Kirkwood's Colossus, if you like get like a 4-man stun, it like give you a bigger shield. I feel like isn't like the more you hit.
Yeah, it's the more people you can CC one person, but if you CC one person and like and like four other people, it it gives you a bigger shield. It's like 3% of is it 3? Maybe 5% of your max HP, and then the more people that are close, the more HP you get. So it's like one person, it's 5, 2, 10, and so on. So if he plays, so he's missing a lot of survivability with Jarvan, but he's trading survivability for damage early game. So we might see a lot of ganking.
Yeah,
Sejuani took Courage, I believe. I don't remember, unfortunately, but the way Courage is, it's not really good early game, but then again, Sejuani isn't particularly good for early game until she hits 6, so that doesn't really matter too much.
yeah, true. I agree.
Oh, it looks like blue side is going.
They're going for invade. Okay, here we go. Invade time, baby.
It could be for a little cheese.
Welcome to
Uh,
Summer.
It looks like they are.
okay,
Okay,
okay.
what are they
Ward,
doing?
okay,
So,
ward push. This might be this would be funny if you like.
red side is watching out for everyone. Blue side is
30 seconds until minions
looking to
spawn.
stop an invade if they do come, but it doesn't look like red side's gonna do anything.
It's Flash
So,
Mastery. Report all of them for flashing masteries against the RPL rule.
yeah. This little ward here at Blue Bush for blue side or red side. Sorry,
Yeah.
I don't agree with this. It doesn't really do anything since what is his name? Sidrani is starting blue side anyway, or starting blue anyways.
Yeah.
So and Jordan isn't that good of a counter jungler,
Mhm.
so it doesn't really make sense to ward the blue. It's kind of a wasted ward, so maybe they'll
Well,
do something later.
I think they were wording it just to get vision to make sure if anybody's gonna rest side ward okay, never mind. I think they were in ward the bush just to see if anybody will come in for an invade to get that extra vision, so they know if they have to like back up the 5-man team or not.
Yeah.
Other than that, I see your point, but like mostly I feel like
Yeah, if they wanted to award that, the smart play would have been for Sejuani to go for Raptors and have Echo leash for it with his Q, since that does like a ton of damage to little chicken things, and then you would have a much faster clear, and you could, or not much faster clear, but you get more XP and you can hit level 3 earlier. But it looks like Sejuani's just going for a fairly standard blue, grop, and red. It looks like.
oh wait, you got a Rumble and J4 might
Rumble's harassing the J4 just because Rumble's able to push in Maokai early. It looks like not much else is happening right now. Oh no, Sejuani is going for a full clear, it looks like. Makes sense as well, just because she doesn't really have that much ganking potential without her ultimate.
Yeah, true. Just gonna get full clear. Probably gonna head down to. I think she's gonna go for red before she goes to
Raptors, yeah.
Yeah. She's going red. Yeah, she's going red.
Okay, so Jarvan is recalling after clearing his red side.
Yep.
He might go for the second jungle item. Yeah. What's it called? Talisman comes out.
They ward J4 on blue side, so J4 go for. I think J4 just waiting for the ward timer to spawn out.
Yeah, so he doesn't get harassed again by the Rumble.
Yeah, I agree. So, that actually kind of smart J4 to know that there's a way out. Wait 1 minute and then get back into it.
Right.
Look like this Rumble picking the top lane doing good so far. Harassing off the Maokai, making sure he ain't getting no CS, pushing it in really, really deep.
From Jarvan. Oh yeah, Jarvan is he sees the Rumble. Rumble's running into the base, or running into his jungle. Blast comes over. Okay. Looks like Echo is boarding their blue out, right?
Yep.
I don't know how much information that's gonna give. If he wanted to ward deep ward, he probably should have put on the other side of the bush at blue. That would give a whole lot of information. Yeah, I didn't see him.
Yep, I agree. If you were to, I will give him more information. See where J4 is going.
Yeah, since he pushed in so far, since Echo just auto pushes into Orion anyway, so it makes sense. Yeah, just get deep wards.
Sure, it seems like all the lanes are pushing in really, really deep for some reason. They're like,
Yeah, all 3 lanes are pushing lanes. All 3 lanes are winning lanes just off of their hard push. So Jarvan needs to make stuff happen, or his team's just gonna fall behind so far off of CS.
True, I'll get it. And we also did say that these people have the highest, and again, the highest. Sorry, they have the highest KDA in the.
Play this, how to say, hard push fashion. Just from this game, they play a really hard, like, just stop lane and win game kind of fashion, just because of just off of the way they pick their picks. Jarvan tries for a gank mid, doesn't actually get anything.
Offering another flash.
Yeah, there's nothing to be gained there. It relates a little pressure off of Oriana though.
Yeah, I guess try to get her a little bit of CS. Maokai just getting it pushed on the tower. Jeez.
Yeah, Maokai's getting hammered.
Yeah.
That's 4 clears. Actually, he has nothing really to farm. He can go for wolves, maybe scuttle, and then just getting top lane since Rumble is just completely auto.
Well, I don't like that Rumble is actually pushing the lane down deep in because J4 comes from behind, try to gain river. So like.
Getting split. It looks like he's trying to solve it with the control ward and pen shoes. Pen shoes actually do a whole lot, give Rumble a lot more damage as opposed to just straight AP, just because his base damage is being so insanely high.
Nice. Right now, she's
Rumble,
going in down,
the Rumble recalls, runs back to lane.
and he's back into it now. Oh wait, we have a little fight in the bot lane. To
Yeah,
get some blood
it
here.
could be no summoner spells blown either.
This is
Looking at itemization, yeah, it looks like Jarvan might go for a damage build. I don't agree with the catalyst from Maokai. Could have gone what was it called? Spectre's Cow. It just completely negated any of the Rumble harass, but then he just loses mana. So you see what happens.
so you probably just trying to get AP so you're able to do a little bit of damage. I won't be surprised if you go around to Aegis first item. Some people have been doing that on Maokai Talk for some reason.
It could be Abyssal Mask as well, though.
Oh, true, true. Abyssal Man is really good. Great Rumble, sustain damage.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Oriana gets a really deep ward there, really cheeky ward while she's getting pushed, and she's gonna get punished for that.
you're gonna miss a lot of CS for that. Okay, they're already starting Baron, a dragon. Oh, that's an early dragon. 7 minutes into the game.
There's no info either. Blue side hasn't been warding very well.
No, okay, they got the whole blue side map. Blue, sorry, red side, blue side, red side. Map water
So
out.
it's gonna get spotted out by Jarvan. No? Yes, it is. Jarvan just might die here. Yeah, that might be first blood. That's first blood.
Yeah, if they go to Saswani, they will get this dragon too. Mountain Drake.
She didn't even blow ult either. Oriana's gonna walk over that ward. Okay. Sejuani's not gonna try anything.
Nope. And they see the ward placing that fire bush. It will clear that control win. I don't know why J4 went for it. I see J4.
A bit of a bot lane skirmish. Ult gets blown from Sivir.
Yeah. And it looked like they're having a little. It looked like they're just trading off the CS now in the bot lane.
Yeah.
So far, okay. So as the game is just stalling at the moment, having a little skirmish back in there. So TLP, as we said back, as we said again, right? TLP, not really early game champions. Well, they're really late game champions. They're really good in team fight and skirmishing and stuff like that. But Core Bleach is the people that have the highest KDA in early games and late game. So what do you feel? Do you feel like Core Bleach is just waiting and just stalling out the game right now just to play it safe and to see
Yeah,
how?
they're gonna have to play safe. Just the way the lanes are. I mean, Orion's actually beating Echo by a pretty significant margin off of CS. That's 30 CS. It's like,
Ooh.
hold on, let me check the gold. Is it?
Rumbles is going. Rumbles are the fighting right now. Oh,
Flash gets blown from Maokai. Jarvan tries to run in, tries to steal red, fails. Yeah, as I was just saying earlier, Orion is building up a fairly large CS lead. That's why the gold's actually staying pretty close, but is getting negated by the Sivir CS as well, though, and Rumble.
Echo will go in for the CS. Might die to the.
Echo's getting punished a lot for going for that CS. Oriana gets to shove this wave in if she decides to. She probably should.
How did Echo so behind CS like that? Oh, okay. Then again, it's RPL. Rumble and Makai still have a friendly battle in the top lane. Rumble is doing a great job. In fact, almost everybody in TLP is just top lane and bot
Yeah, they're
lane.
just crushing their lanes. It's a weird
Are they gonna
weird pick for Maokai. Maybe he could have gone what is it called? Adaptive Helm, but again, mana is really important to Maokai as well. So he has to choose between the two. Abyssal Mask makes sense just because of a lot of the ton of MR it gives and a nice bit of health and the extra damage on top.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna help a lot against the Rumble before the Rumble can like one shot him down easily.
yeah.
Oh, no. Alright, so it looks like Rakan is kind of caught out at the moment. Are they still chasing Rakan down? Okay, never mind.
CS is just getting pulled back and forth between the two teams. Oh,
Yo, oh, bot lane, we'll
a
go for
little
it.
fight bot
There's a little
lane.
ult in there.
Ashe ult comes out. Jarvan is coming to. Oh, the flash EQ. Okay.
Real good.
Sever blows flash.
So we're gonna try to cut
Rakan
down.
flashes. Sejuani is here to turn the fight.
Oh, it's Persona with a beautiful.
Oh, Ashe flashes in a straight line.
Oh,
Wow, Ashe barely lives.
alright, so then I'm going.
Pretty costly fight for both sides, but Janna has held on to both of her summoners. However, Jarvan has blown his flash. So, and because Ashe just recalled it, they could take bot first turret just because Jarvan really doesn't do anything to Sivir with Rakan there. But it looks like they're just going to recall.
Yep, they're just not. Oh, actually, they're gonna stay and actually push it now. Yeah, they're just gonna shove it away, then they're gonna recall left to right reset, hopefully. 20 is gonna let them get hit too, though.
Yep. Give me turf.
Alright. Echo, okay, so Echo is Echo versus Oriana. Echo is trying to farm at the moment, trying to catch up with CS with Oriana, but Oriana
Oriana's just making his life really hard.
yeah, dude,
Echo is actually going for a pretty heavy scaling build. Based on the way the lane's playing, that doesn't really help him that much. I mean, he got the Lost Chapter to help him keep on spamming Q and keep on shoving the lane back, but if he wanted to play with the mindset of to win lane, he should have gone for like a Hextech Gunblade. Not a Hextech Gunblade. He could have gone for a Hextech Proto Bell build with Lich Bane. That would have won him the lane. However, it would have traded off his lane sustain. But then he does have TP, so I don't know. We'll see how that works out for him.
Well, both top laner doesn't have TP at the moment, so they have no TP advantage or pressure in the bot lane. So that would only be the TP.
Rumble's going for another deep ward.
Yep. Echo.
Could look like another dragon setup. What is it this time? Oh, it's a fire drake.
Oh.
This is gonna be pretty.
Yep.
A pretty big skirmish. I can see red side winning this more often than not.
Yep.
This side just has to play this so well in order to actually win. Since Jarvan is on top, yeah, they might just have to give us this fire drake. Two really important drakes just being handed off basically.
Blue side 18 so the blue side would not want to give this out without a fight. Rakan will go in for a W. Oh, but we'll miss that. All Ash will get ultimate 20 and die.
Ash just gets Oriana just blows her ultimate and just completely whiffs it. Oh, that must have felt really bad.
That had to be taken right there. But anyway, they will
yeah.
They will push TLP away from the dragon for now and just farm it up in the bot lane. Oh, Oriana.
A huge misplay from Oriana. You don't want to be making those kind of mistakes in competitive, especially blowing your flash for it as well too.
Right.
Ooh, it's really bad.
It looks like Red Side will go back for the dragon once again. They're just going to clear out the wars and make sure they have clear vision of it. As you can see, they place 3 wars into the dragon just to have extra state. Pacific will play those easily just with a couple of auto attacks. 1, 2, and 3, and everybody back to normal. They will reset. J4 will try to get a pick off. Look like they're gonna slow down with Khan will W get over the wall to live. Look like Blue Side might. Blue Side will start to hurt, right? Okay, right side.
Rumble channeling TP. Malkai does not see it. Oh, that's not good. Malkai channels TP might be too late, unfortunately. Ash is getting melted.
Johnny will get the dragon.
Jarvan does not ult again to get out.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, Ash just whistles ultimate.
Okay, Ash ultimate down.
Oh, Malphite flashes after Rakan. Rakan just gets away.
Alright, well, Dragon still go with TLP. That's a 3-4.
Yeah, these lane matchups are just so lopsided for
Clark Bleach.
yeah, Clark's Bleach here. The
Ooh,
only lane they have that's actually winning and actually snowballing is Oriana, but after seeing the mechanical misplay, maybe it doesn't matter so much.
true. I'm kind of confused why Blue Side started to start the dragon. Like I honestly didn't have vision of Red Side, but you should know that Red Side probably would like come back and fight it. So they probably should have just waited out for everybody to recall first, or just push out some of the lanes so they have vision. They were
Saber's
more.
just going for the flash play, doesn't decide to pursue. Zones Ash off, but
I think
those
Silver.
really aren't flashes you want to be trading with Sivir versus Ash.
Yeah,
Especially with Janna too. That's not a flash you really want to trade.
I think Silver trying to go for the 1v1, but freaking blows. To be honest. Rakan is out of position, so Rakan will live knowing that.
Flashes a mastery.
Oh no. Okay, double report. Rakan is Jenna. I want the. That's ridiculous. But
Malachi's still getting wailed on.
yeah, I told you the Rumble pick. Whew. This guy Rumble is just too good. It's just too good, man. I respect this Rumble. It don't ban his Rumble out in the next game. There's something wrong. Because his Rumble just it's too good. You can't let him have that. You just can't.
Although Rumble's build is looking a little strange at the moment. I'm not sure what builds from Fiendish Codex other than Zhonya's, I guess. But versus Maokai, you probably should have gone straight for a Leandre's Torment for the percent health. Echo TPs.
Oh,
That's a wasted TP. That was a bad decision.
yeah, the other had planned out to kill a Corlin and to make sure Echo didn't have the E. Dude,
Oriana gets to shove in the wave. Jarvan spots out the gank. Yep.
Echo will take the safest round and just go back and clear what the Rumble is.
Rumble is just destroying Maokai right now.
Makai will get Rumble to have help, but the three going out of that back.
No jungle pressure from Jarvan either, so yeah, this lane is just so awful for Maokai.
The control will spark gate 4. They are pinging for Rumble to back away, and Rumble will back away in safety.
About right now would be the time for TLP to start grouping, since Rumble's the strongest at around 11 or 12 when he starts getting his magic pen. He just does so much damage to carry since their magic resist per level is still scaling up.
Didn't
I'm
I
assuming
still,
he brought pen masteries, Rumble's base damage is, and the pen just lets him do true damage to carries, and since his base damages are so high, it's just insane amount of damage coming out from him.
this is going to destroy Sherry.
It looks like Sejuani is going for an Iceborne Gauntlet as opposed to the more traditional, what is it, Gargoyle Stone Blade? Is that what she builds?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like she's going for a more damage-focused build as well. So, yeah, again, fitting the theme of winning early and then just crushing it.
I know.
Robin's going for a bit of a counter jungle. Steals away the Krugs, gets spotted out. She get away just fine though.
Will give this to Oriana. I'm guessing he Oriana to come to go get it. Yep, they will.
Yeah, he's handing it off. Oriana should just keep on hard shoving the wave in with Q and W, and then just trying to make roams or something.
True. Right now grouping would be a great option, but it seems like no one could get a freaking tower 20 minutes into the game. This. I swear, I wish bronze was like this. You know how much how much I was feel just not getting a tower 20 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
But 20 minutes into the game, still no tower, but they have picked up 2 breaks at the moment.
Both supports have actually opted to rush their support item, which is something that didn't really expect. So it's a bit strange, but it looks like Janna's not rushing Ardent Sensor either, so another problem for their team. So I guess it's just really looking for the hard scaling instead of early power with Ardent Sensor. So We'll
Sure.
see. Since blue side does on it technically scale better.
Yeah. Okay, so we will just kill this wave up just really lucky. Iron Sensor, I don't know why Jenna, like you said, I don't know why Jenna is not building Iron Sensor. Iron Sensor is so good on Jenna. It gives you the extra shield, also gives you more sustaining lane and all the good stuff. It's weird that Jenna just not building it to help her laner out. And then
Yeah.
also give you more heal because if you know Jenna ultimate also AD, which give you more heal with more
Yeah,
HP.
yeah, I totally agree. Um, Oriana is just getting so far ahead off of CS. Holy crap.
What her CS at the moment? Oh damn! Oh wait, are they going for a play? Absolute
Mm,
ult, but they will disengage. Okay. I think that was misplay. I feel like they misplayed that. They
yeah, they misread the situation, I guess.
yeah.
Dragon's just gonna get handed off for Fritz, and air trick doesn't really matter that much at this point, but 35 minutes, Elder Dragon squads are gonna have problems.
Yep. And they have the third Draken again, uncontested, and with a 1K gold lead. Um,
So,
Maokai is able to fight the Rumble now.
looks like a gank is coming out from Jar. Nope. Is he?
And
Maybe mid lane gank or maybe an invade. But at
invade.
this point, it doesn't really make sense to invade though. He's going for a deep ward. Jarvan is coming to gank top lane maybe.
Uh, okay,
So
nice.
Johnny might come for a counter gank. No, she's gonna finish off red.
Yeah, and
Ultimate, ultimate. Oh, that's unlucky, but Maokai ult actually starts from behind him and snares a rumble in it.
nice time on the Maokai ultimate.
Yeah, they got rid of that rumble flash, and no one actually blew some, so really good trade there. They can actually go for a lot of tower damage, but Jarvan decides to go farm scuttle.
Sure. Hold on real quick. My water is calling my phone at the moment. Yeah, pick this up. I gotta pick this up real quick.
Nobody's coming out for both sides. Sejuani goes for a play. A large number of flashes being blown. Nothing happens actually. Maokai is here. Sejuani ultimate comes out. Redemption. Both sides redemption. Rumble TP. This is gonna change the fight dramatically.
Oh, and they come back for the one. Oh, with the Rumble.
Oh my.
And,
Blue side just takes heavy damage, and they're gonna lose first turret. Yeah, they're gonna lose first turret off of this.
do they have the power?
I wouldn't say defend this. They're gonna lose first turret. Unless Oriana can make some big play, but yeah, it looks like first turret's just gonna get handed off again.
Finally, tower down 24 minutes into the game. I feel like the LCS now. But 24 minutes into the game, first time we'll go down to TLP.
That goal lead is still not like snowballing out of control. It's still only 1.5, but if they can get this inner turret, then
Look like they want to fight you again.
Maokai ult does not hit anyone. Fighting a 3v5 would be a really bad idea. It looks like everyone will just reset, maybe.
Reset call it a day. Mid lane, Oriana mid lane minions are pushing mid at the moment. Good.
Oriana's just not providing a whole lot of pressure, but
look like
yeah, her build isn't really good either. She's going for what is it called? Banshee as well. It looks like with blasting wand and no magic mantle. So honestly, if you're gonna get hit by one of their spells, you're probably gonna get hit by another. Like Sejuani ult is probably gonna get followed up by a Rakan engage. So I can't see the merits of building Banshees as opposed to more damage like Death Cap, since that just becomes so good to her in mid game. Since that's when she like one shots people anyways.
Oh wait, there will.
Janna might be getting caught. Rumble ult. Janna might die. Yeah, Janna dies. They can probably get inner turret, I think. If they do decide to go for it. They can siege it, since Ashe also blew her ultimate and is out of mana.
Echo will get mid lane tower too. If he doesn't mess this up. And now he messed it up. But So far, so good on TLP. Yeah, they will use redemption to get back on.
Smite the minions, I guess.
They might want
Oh,
to
they might want to hit the tower, but no, they're not going to dedicate for it.
sure
A little
and
bit of a misplay right there. They could have gone for the tower and just dove them with Sejuani ultimate, I believe, is up.
oh, but is all Ash ultimate up? I can't tell. No, I
It
don't.
is not. She blew it last fight. Yeah, they could have
Uh,
gone for a dive there, but it's alright to play it safe.
sure. Play safe, slow and steady. Always win the race. Keep going.
Yep. Jarvis got a black cleaver picked up. It'll be interesting to see what he gets third item. Is if he does go for a full damage build, then we could see a really different game as opposed to if he went Titanic and then just rush full tank. But we'll
Yeah.
see, I guess.
He's probably just going to go damage. So
It
far,
looks like Ardent Sensor is starting to be built on both sides.
good.
Yeah, probably enter mid game here with bot lane rotating the mid and trying to help siege the turret since it is only at 500 HP, and it's another. Oh, it's okay. It's a Cloud Drake, and I don't think Clorox Bleach is going to contest it.
Nope. They're probably just going to let that go too.
Yeah, of course.
Echo pushing down bot lane. Clark Bleach is going to go into the jungle.
Yeah, they're just going to lose that bot lane turret for what? Okay, so they lose inner turret, which is pretty big.
I think they're trying to make sure.
Okay, yeah, there that goes. Echoes could actually keep on pushing.
Echo might need to start recalling soon. Oh, never mind.
Echo can keep on pushing. They have everyone on their team spotted out so far. Oriana's going to clear, but if it's just Oriana,
Oh, yeah.
Echo could probably duel her.
Yeah, but
Echo backs off. Yeah.
or not probably not that distance. Depending if she doesn't mess up.
Top lane is just still doing nothing until whenever the hell they decide to fight. Naku is starting to build a lot of MR. I don't think he'll die here.
Nope.
Yeah, he won't die here.
That will be
Maybe. If he walks through the ultimate, he will. Exhaust comes out. Redemption. Oh, it just barely saves him. Oh, he can. He could have. If he keep it other way, he might have been able to kill Rumble, but.
Yeah.
Pretty good redemption out from Jana.
Jaren saving. Crap.
Malachi survives by the skin of his teeth. It looks like he might go for a Spirit Visage, maybe? Silver takes a ton of damage. Flash ultimate's out. It was a big part of their engage. So Sejuani blows ultimate, just because why not, I guess.
Oh, they will get a double.
There's a kill. Rakan tries to go, and Jana may die. Blue team could turn for Baron.
Oh,
Okay. Jarvan goes to a really greedy play. They actually get their first dragon off of this. Not bad.
Okay, first dragon going. Well, 4 dragons going to Clark Bleach. It's the 1 dragon. Killing better, but that's a good team, right?
Spirit Visage is being picked up for Maokai. Maokai doesn't really want to be team fight with Ash Ultimate. Maokai doesn't really want to be team fight.
Ooh!
With Oriana Ultimate, Rumble Ultimate comes out. Maokai is sleeping on the ward. Ultimate, that's a pick right there. Echo should die. There we go. Rakan may die too if Maokai can cycle abilities fast enough. He queues the wrong way. If he queued backwards, he could have knocked Rakan further into his team, but it happens. What is it? Blue team actually ties up the gold lead here, and they're actually ahead by a little bit, even with the extra tower group from First Blood and the extra tower.
Oh, yeah, true.
Maokai doesn't actually want a team fight right now, just because he effectively has 0 armor versus Silver. Other than base armor and runes, but he could team fight just because the red side has so much magic damage. But all you have to do is carries to kill Silver before she kills him.
But Makai does go in, so it seems like you want to walk down the A. Or walk down the
Silver is actually going for a really strange build. Going another Zeal item, it looks like, and running Essence Reaver.
I feel like, wait, did she get Essence? Yeah, no.
Yeah, when you run Essence Reaver, you run Essence Reaver, Zeal item, and IE, but to build 2 Zeal items and Essence Reaver, she might be going for a 100% crit build, but that's not really good since it's more efficient to just go 70% and have like a life steal item and armor pen.
Yep, true.
That could matter a lot later on when Makai actually does get armor.
Alright, well, we're just gonna have a little bit of skirmish in the mid lane. Just clearing up the wave. When Makai get armor, he's gonna start going into the back line. I think you can see right now, Claude, Bleach, and Megan are like finally stepping up or finally spiking up. I don't know what.
Oh, large rumble ultimate doing a ton of damage actually.
Yep. Rumble ultimate is wasted at the moment too, so. Echo will go top lane to handle the Echo will go top lane to handle the
Maokai is going for a Sunfire cape, it looks like. So yeah, there's the armor option. I can see I'm going for a Gargoyle Stone Plate maybe, or even Randuin's, or Thornmail even, but I don't think Thornmail's gonna be that good. Big engage, large ultimate from Oriana, a lot of fighting going on. Janna dies, Janna goes down, Redemption goes down. 3 kills, blue team can go for a Baron, or they can go for inner turret.
Wait, what happens to TLP? All they just got deleted off the map now.
They're gonna just rush the tower with Maokai. They should be able to get it. Yeah, Jarvan's picking up some armor now. He's going for a bruiser build. Will they go for Baron here? No, they're gonna decide to rotate bot lane.
Play the farm and
Okay.
I like that. Okay, Claude, please, you coming back into the game.
Right. If they get bot pressure, if they can get bot turret and then maybe push a wave in, they can actually turn to the top side, grab the Baron or grab the turret as well.
Yeah.
Let's see. Different items coming out from Rakan versus Janna though. There is Ardent Center on both sides, but no Locket yet for Rakan, and gets one-shotted. Another pretty big pick there. Yeah, TLP is not gripping. They're not playing their team fights effectively.
Nope. That's
Yeah, the strength of their team is to be able to hard initiate, but that's not really happening since they keep on getting picked, and Sivir is just wasting her ult to run away, or usually just not engaging full on 5v5s.
Yeah, and she's normally not kiting as hard as I thought she was kiting. Normally kiting.
Yeah, but it's really hard to kite, say, Maokai or Jarvan once he locks you into his fight ring.
Oh, yeah.
And also, she's a really short range ADC with only 500 range, where Ashe has like 600, I think.
Yeah. But instead of having a W that also give her a shuriken, also give her a Q that does long range ability damage. So
yeah, but she can't really get close to do the damage. Sivir has built a second Zeal item. What is her plan? She's not going to do damage to Maokai with that build. Even when she does pick up IE, it's not going to do anything.
I think okay, I used to make Sivir. I think she's building more of I think she's building more crit. The more crit you have on Sivir, the easier it is to use to carry the game. So I think Clark, which is just like not Clark.
Right, but when you have an ADC, that's usually their job to kill the tanks, and with 100% crit, sure you crit every single time, but that doesn't matter if it doesn't actually do any damage through their armor. So I guess it kind of helps that Sivir. Oh my God, Ashe just does a ton of damage.
Oh, Maokai will come out. Maokai will recall and lead his team to fight the fort.
Again, double Zeal items being built on both Essence River ADCs. Strange picks. Very strange.
Very.
They actually give away an inhibitor turret. Ashe is gonna take a ton of damage.
This is trying to get the tower.
Echo is TPing, is flanking TPing. Or Silver dies. And they could
Ooh.
actually win this fight.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, they're gonna win this fight. Now they can get top turret and Baron, despite insane pressure. Ashe is gonna eat ultimate and tank tower for a little bit. Stoneplate comes out from Sidrani. Jarvan's just diving right in. Maokai is going really ham. Rakan is gonna die for Sejuani. Sejuani might still die. Yes, she does. Blue team could end the game. Maybe. I think they have the damage.
That's a lot.
Yeah, Rumble doesn't have ultimate yet. Blue team could look to end the game here. Ashe whiffs ult again.
That's a 7.
Yeah, they're gonna go for the look for the end here. Jarvan's gonna dive the Rumble, and we should be seeing a GG out from Clorox Bleach.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised by that. So normally,
Phenomenal comeback from
it wasn't really
Clorox Bleach.
wasn't really
Yeah.
like behind him gold or whatever. But losing early game, I don't know what happened. The mid game started spiking.
Yeah, Ashe just starts doing a ton of damage when she gets a few crit items, but
Yep.
very well played from both sides. It's just unfortunate that TLP couldn't transition their lead into an actual win or any objectives really.
Yeah, I agree. Game one going to Korg Bleach 14-5 on a 15, almost a 15. Oh, sorry, almost a 7K goalie. We'll be heading out for game two now.
Wow. If you take a look at the damage charge, Echo was just really useless. He actually did less damage than the support or jungler, so
Yeah,
big problem of TLP was their mid laner actually didn't do anything.
true. And Echo didn't really have enough time to like farm. Like even though he had like a bunch of time to farm, he always behind.
Yeah, he couldn't make plays. He tried to make like proactive plays, but he tried to make plays. He didn't. They worked sometimes, but he couldn't do anything in team fights. He would go and just get one shotted. He actually didn't ult during the last fight, which could have been pretty big, but only 3,000 damage coming out of a mid laner is really
Bad.
bad. Yeah.
Not good at all. Oh well, that's the
So maybe we'll hear from the analysts now if they come.
yeah.
I'm not really sure how that's gonna work, but hopefully
Uh,
it'll work.
I think TSM, Batman, and Django are going to talk about it and break it down, and then they're going to switch
Yeah.
over to us again.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna wait for that to happen. Otherwise, pretty good game pretty good showing from both sides. Really good comeback from Clorox Bleach with their mid late game scaling comp. So
Yep. I was so surprised by that. I thought in the early game, I was like, I was already betting my not betting my money, but I was already thinking, oh, TLP already had this in the bag. Like easy, just push it bot lane, get dragon, just keep pushing it, and then just end the game, right?
yeah,
But it
but
was like Clark Bleach
Clorox Bleach
started.
actually made a really good comeback. So
Yeah, they started out for so long and just played to their
yeah,
advantage.
they Maokai had to hold out for so long, and he just ended up being a whole lot more useful than Rumble did.
Yep.
So
Agree.
commendable for Maokai.
Mm-hmm. Uh, analysts just take forever to respond.
Yep.
Uh, uh, well, while we're waiting for we're gonna be waiting for Django. Well, while we're waiting for Django, you know what, my boy TSM, you're on the endless list. We're just gonna break it down with you real quick until Django get back. I don't know where he is at the moment. So, TSM Batman, you can unmute your mic. Let's talk about it.
Hello.
Yo, hello. Um, so what do you think about the game, TSM Batman? Give me your opinion about it.
Tastes like Purple had the early game, in my opinion. They the Echo got really behind, I feel, but all the other lanes were pretty ahead. and then they got all the dragons. If you actually saw the during the second dragon, the
Yep.
infernal, they almost missed it, uh,
Mhm.
but the Jarvan actually missmited it, so
Yeah.
the Sejuani actually got it. So they got the first three dragons, which is nice to have, but
Yeah.
like I
It's
said,
just unlucky. They couldn't get like really good dragons like consistently. Like 3 Infernos, 3 Euros. They could have ended the game so fast.
yeah,
Yep. True.
It's just
and
a
like
little unlucky.
and then like I said, I was telling him when they picked their teams, I said that Clorox Bleach had like a way better and
Yeah.
team fight, and that they were probably gonna run them over in the late game, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I agree. I wasn't expecting this to happen. I actually thought TLP will actually make them run for their money because in the early game they were just doing a massive amount of damage, picking them off one by one, and yeah, yep. Mm.
And they yeah, it was a really slow paced game until about the 35-minute mark, and then all of a sudden Clorox
Picks
Bleach,
started happening.
yeah,
Cloud's Bleach got their stuff together. They Ashalt's finally started hitting. No flame there, but after those various picks happened, it's just really easy to close out the game from there.
yeah.
I'll hand it off to Django Ultimus here.
Oh, you're actually gonna call me out. I see how it is. All right. Well, yeah, game was more back and forth than I expected it to be. Hopefully I'm not lagging too much. I do have a little bit of latency on my end. Hopefully that's not too bad for you guys. The game was more back and forth than I expected it to be. I definitely would have liked to see Taste Like Purple push their lead a bit more around objectives, especially. They didn't get the. I don't think either team actually got Rift Herald that game, right, Batman?
They didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't even
So
attempt
like,
to do it.
yeah, there was not a lot of pressure on that. There also was not a lot of pressure around the Rumble, who I thought had a lot of good plays, but was just getting no resources outside of a Rakan gank. And I believe the Rakan gank happened when he already had like 2 MR items and a Bambi Cinder or something. So really delayed force on the top side there. Um, the bot lane was Sivir versus Ashe. I don't know why there was so much attention down there. Um, that was not the lane I expected to get the attention, and I expected to see the Echo Oriana lane getting snowballed and the Rumble lane getting snowballed. The mid lane could have really gone either way. It definitely went more in the way of Oriana because of how the builds played out from both ends and the lack of jungler presence. But the top lane 100% should have been pushed towards that Rumble side, and we didn't see that. We didn't see the jungler pressure. We didn't see the mid lane pressure. Uh, Overall, it was good on Clorox's side. Oh, excuse me. It was good on Clark's side to come back. The Oriana ultimates outside of that first, I don't know if that was her first ultimate, but the one around Dragon where she flashed and wasn't in range for a Q, so she just ulted on top of herself was unfortunate. But a lot of the other ones were really insane. You know, usually you look at a team with a Jarvan on it and you think, all right, flash EQ into ultimate, Jarvan's gonna start up this fight. And I'm sitting around like 28 minutes, I think it was, into the game, and an Oriana ultimate catches a Sivir and a Jarvan ultimate follows it. And I'm like, wait, that's backwards. So the Oriana, I think, was definitely playing really well. The Ashe was pumping out tons of damage. The ultimates were mistimed, I think. I don't know if that's a champion he's 100% on, but is Lucian back?
I'm not
No,
sure.
wait. Okay. Oh, I'll message him. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm back.
so okay. And Dio, ready to go?
I think he's figuring out
Okay.
some
Once casters get
logistical
back, we'll
stuff.
get into game two. But
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm
all
ready.
right,
I'm ready.
we're all
You
good.
guys ready?
Alrighty. Well, so what we want to see basically from game two, we want to see CB not give up so much early pressure in lanes that they didn't have to. In lanes they did, they played it well. And I want to see TLP, if they get that early advantage, I want to see them push it harder. All right, send it back over to the casters for game 2.
Alright. Alright. Welcome back, guys, to game 2. Cord Bleach versus Tastes Like Purple. Uh, um, Clear Bleach versus Tastes Like Purple. Oh, Clear Bleach won the first game, and Tastes Like Purple lost the game. When we got the mid to late game. We are going to be heading into game 2. I am back once again with my boy Lucian is gay, or AKA Bjergsen is gay. But what you guys say about that game last game? What you guys say about last game?
Yeah, again, on the early game pressure, not Clorox Bleach, Tastes Like Purple had it in the bag. They had winning lanes across the board except for Echo, where he didn't really farm that well, but really good pressure from TLP on early game, but it just didn't transition into anything. They got a few dragons, but they couldn't close out the game. They didn't group effectively. They had like maybe one good team fight. Grounded. They just didn't group effectively. They didn't use their teams well.
Yeah.
So they didn't play to their team strengths. Yeah.
I hated that they were winning early game with they didn't have a massive goalie. It was 1K goalie ahead, but like they just couldn't use that to the advantage and just started falling off.
I do
Later
not
on, they started
tolerate
losing the fight.
cowardice.
Kind of sad that had to happen, but
Yeah, itemization problems with ADCs.
It's over.
Yeah, they're 80. TLP with the Sivir actually did not went for a double zeal build with ER Essence River. That was a really big problem because they couldn't actually kill the Maokai, whereas Ashe was just like shredding Sejuani, which was their only real tank actually. So Maokai was actually a really big problem just because of his pick potential, and yeah, we're gonna get into the pick draft phase, pick ban phase actually. Looks like the same draft. No, Karma comes out actually.
It's switch it up. Not the same draft. TLP didn't have Oriana last game. It was
Oh right, my bad.
Yeah. It looked like TLP decided to pick up the Oriana.
Yeah. Sejuani gets picked out from Clorox Bleach, I think. Warwick is picked out, so they might both junglers are quite really good, quite early game junglers. Maokai gets taken off the board. I would like to see a Cho'Gath come out since he's still really good, even though he's still insanely good. But I think people just don't realize it anymore since he's like perma ban like every single game just because of his like stupid one shot. But
the only problem with Cho'Gath is that you have to like get him fed early, where he can't do nothing. I think the last time we saw Cho'Gath getting played was with TLP versus, I forgot who they won against, but Gray were playing. Oh, TLP versus High Noon Sport. Gray decided to play Cho'Gath in the jungle, and that didn't go as planned.
Right, it's kind of dependent on the player actually. Cho'Gath doesn't have to gank. He doesn't really have to do anything. Once he gets his Righteous Glory and gets a few stacks on his ultimate on like minions or whatever, he can. And once he gets his like what's it called, Stone Plate or whatever, he doesn't actually have to do anything. He just runs in and presses R. But if you do try to gank with Cho'Gath in jungle, which is a really bad idea since you have to land Qs, and that's like your one ganking tool, and since everyone has like mobility, Cho'Gath jungle as a ganker doesn't really work out.
True.
And
go
ahead.
And Cho'Gath, what's the item that make you go faster every time you close to an enemy? It's like
it's Righteous Glory.
Righteous Glory, yeah. Cho'Gath Righteous Glory on Cho'Gath, it can also help you get into the backline faster too. And that's a point. And I think I feel like, does it one shot people by many? I think it one shot people when you collect stacks, right? Like you had to also.
No, you don't have to have stacks.
So I go.
Here's what you do. with what is it called? Cho'Gath. Around level 16, which is the really scary point when he starts one-shotting people, he has let's say let's just say he stacks his ultimate off of minions. Say he has like 2 kills or something like that. It's like 100 health per stack. So say it's like 10 stacks. It's 10% of his extra HP. So it's 10% of that. So you get 100 extra true damage. The base damage is like 700 or 800. So you're at like 900 true damage already. But but then you have Stone Plate and all your tank items. So tank items say it goes like 2,000, 3,000 HP. That's another 300 damage on top of the Gargoyle Stone Plate. So that doubles, and the stacks double. So you're around like 1,000, like 2,000 true damage. That's why like he one shots people. It's really like a disgusting interaction. But actually, it's a Karma mid.
Karma mid. Wait. Karma mid, Clay top. Oh, that's
So it looks like what is it name? Cloud's Bleach is going for a hard engage comp this time with a little bit of disengage with Janna, since she can just make the Kog'Maw basically invincible. But they could actually play protect the Kog'Maw comp with Karma and Janna, but they have a little bit of everything. They have a little bit of really good engage with Kled if he doesn't fall behind. They have a lot of damage with Kog'Maw, but they don't have any mid lane damage with Karma.
I think Karma is just there for the ultimate monster shield.
Because if she goes for a supporty build, she's literally only there for her E. But if she goes for a damage build, she'll do a fair amount of damage early game. She'll do a lot of damage mid game, and she just kind of falls off late game.
Yeah, agree.
But on what's his name? TLP side, Tristana versus Kog'Maw is actually a fairly even lane, since both are hyper carries and both don't really do that much early game. Tristana has a pretty big edge though, just because of her ultimate. When she hits 6, you can stack the ultimate and your E really fast. And then once the bomb explodes, once you full stack a bomb, you get another W reset. So it could actually, there could be a lot of aggression bot lane with a Bard as well.
I'm kind of liking the Bard pick.
It's something we don't see a whole lot anymore, just because of the way it's either hard engage or appeal. But Bard is pretty good for their team. Bard is really dependent on skill though.
It's good because you can't just play Bard and just carry your team. You know that Bard is a skilled champion. Even though his only skilled ability is literally pressing Q, but like everything else is good.
Yeah, his ultimate is really important. It looks like what blue side's gonna have to play around is the 30 to 40 minute time period, or 20 to 30, because Warwick is really good early game as well. Not like pre-6. After 6, once he gets a few tank items, he does run a ton of damage, and then with his E, the howl thing, it actually gives him damage reduction. So he's really tanky. He does a ton of damage. He's really hard to kill too with his lifesteal, but then he does fall off, kind of like the same way Sejuani does after 30 minutes. Since they don't do that much after 30 minutes, they don't do as much damage as they used to. They're not really as tanky as like what Maokai or something like that. So blue side needs to try to end pretty quickly. Blue side can actually, or red side can actually wait a while longer just because of Kog'Maw, but they want to end around the same time. Both teams want to end around 30 or 40 minutes, because the later the game goes, the more powerful the ADCs become, the more issues you're going to have killing them with Janna and Karma and Orianna and Bard to an extent. So, and Kled, I'm not too familiar with the champ, but mid game he's pretty strong, since you're really stupid tanky with Kled. So
Kled is, if you're a really good one trick with Kled, hopefully this guy is not a one trick with Kled, but if you're a good one trick with Kled, you can literally play. You can win the matchup really easily.
Yeah, Kled does really well versus tanks, not like Darius or like Fiora or something. Or he does all right versus Fiora, but the point is he does really good versus tanks that don't do a whole lot of damage and don't sustain that well. So yeah, Kled just like takes a dump on Maokai again. We'll see how Maokai does versus the Kled matchup. instead of the Rumble one.
I still don't understand why they keep picking the Makai pick. I feel like the Makai pick is like not the best pick at the moment. But then again, they do announce his top champions, like the Darius and also the Darius and the Renekton. But I don't feel like Makai pick is a good pick at the moment. We're talking as the games have been progressing. Cause see, like TLP hope to get the lead from early game and make it go into mid game. But
Yeah.
if they can't make their early lead go into mid game, they're just gonna really fall off hard, and it's gonna be really hard for them to get back into the game.
Yeah, because
And like,
Karma just doesn't do any damage.
yeah,
So,
the only way
yeah.
I can see Clark Bleach win this game is they do the same tactics again. Early game, just farm it out, play safe in lane. And then when you get to the mid game, into mid game, you want to get some kills and some picks off. And then after you get to mid to late game, you just go full heavy.
Karma just destroys people.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Bard is actually going for Ancient Coin instead of Spell Thieves. It's an alright pick, but I feel like Spell Thieves is just much better for laning instead of Ancient Coin, just because Bard does a ton of damage early game. So
Well, but the reason why they would build HG core is for the gold. You get more gold, and also you get mana back every time. So like,
right,
which one would you rather
but
have, damage or more gold and coin?
right, but the mana portion, Bard actually has his like chimes, so they actually restore like a percent of his missing mana the same way that Ancient Coin does. So the gold isn't really that good on Bard just because he's not an Ardent Sensor support. He's not well, he can be, but he's not really that good with it.
Yeah,
But the way you wanna build Bard is like shields, but not Ardent Sensor. So shield elements are pretty cheap. Ardent Sensor is like 2,500 ish. It's a little more expensive than Locket. So I mean, Bard is kind of like a pick making support with his Q and ultimate. So if he did go Spell Thieves, you could build that into what is it called? Frost Queens, and it makes it easier to make picks. Yeah.
mm-hmm. I can see.
Sejuani does the blue side start again, so it doesn't do the Raptors again. Warwick is going for double buffs, maybe.
No, you're gonna go for the force next. Basically, what you want to do on Wood, since you don't have your mind. Oh, okay, he is going for it.
Yeah, he's going for double buffs. Could be a ground, but then a topside gank. Sejuani has not elected to go for a full clear this time.
I
Let's
guess
see here.
I think she wanted to make sure that her red buff doesn't get taken away, so she wants to make sure she gets there right on time before the Warriors get there. But Warriors seem like he's going to get his double buff and then just start clearing out the way, clearing out the jungle can't easier.
Warwick might go for invade since top lane isn't really in the position to get ganked right now. He could also gank mid, but it's not really an easy lane to gank. Warwick gets spotted out by the ward for the red. Warwick? Wait.
This is what a
What
scrim.
is he doing? He probably has the passive on Sejuani, right? Why didn't he go for that?
Probably he didn't have it. Was Sonic super low?
No, she was actually around like 100 HP. Did he not smell her? Was it on cooldown?
It should be.
That was a little weird.
I thought your passive give you. I thought your passive make you chase down.
Yeah, it makes you faster, and there's a little blood trail that you can follow. I'm surprised he didn't see that. Maybe I don't know. That was a little bit weird. Kled is actually getting beat up by Maokai here, which is the complete opposite of what I was expecting. But I guess skill does matter. Karma's pounding on Oriana.
Oh, the bar did.
Looks like an all-in could come out from bot lane. Exhaust comes out. Heal comes out from.
Then Phantom.
Is Karma running Bloodlust? Karma is running Bloodlust. What is Sejuani or what is Tristana running? She's running Bloodlust as well. Okay.
Yeah. I thought they were run what you call it again? Further.
Fervor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think both ADCs would probably be better off with Fervor versus their respective teams. Warlords does help early game, but it's really a really small amount of your HP.
Oh,
Maokai might die here. Maokai is gonna die here. Kled still has flash. Yeah, there's first blood coming out. Yeah, you have to be careful versus Kled. So Kled is now just probably gonna snowball
yep.
since he's really good at it too.
We tell my doesn't push the lane too far in.
Yeah, Kled might elect to just hard shove the wave here, but seeing as Malachi probably has TP, oh, he's not gonna go for it.
He just put a wall back here. Oh, they will go for a bot lane fight. If Tristana will jump in and get the kill onto Kog'Maw, and Kog'Maw looks like get killed back onto them, but he was dismissed by a small margin.
Okay. So a bit of interesting plays on both sides. Janet gets stunned up. I don't think she'll die here.
Whoa!
Oh,
What the fuck?
Oh,
maybe a little bit of a misplay there.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually kind of confused. I'm pretty sure that Bard, Q did not hit Jenna, but she sent her to the wall. I'm pretty sure that. But if you like go back, you
Yeah,
go back and look at
just. Let's see.
it, it literally looks like it's from the side.
Let me see here. Okay, Bard Q is a little weird, but yeah, it did hit her actually.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Let's go back to normal game. Oriana has taken exhaust versus Karma, which is a little bit weird, but it actually is pretty good versus the Kled for late game team fights, but it seems like Oriana has a pretty big tendency to just go exhaust on both teams.
And it looked like, or it looks like Karma actually keeping up for CS, the rather than last game where she couldn't really do that. No, wait.
No, Karma was the Oriana last game.
Oh yeah, okay, never mind. Format that she keep going CS. Oh, come on.
Now Kai's gonna take a ton of damage here. Oh no, he didn't get his fourth hit off.
And the bot lane just trade back and forth again. No one wasted a flash or summoner spell. But Sun doesn't have
another Bard Q hitting.
Tristana
does not win auto attack fights with Kog'Maw. They're just a little messing around here. Sejuani is here. She does have ultimate.
I think
Tristana just dies. That bot lane lead is gone now.
Not really, it's still there. Just a little misplay. Bar was trying to 1v1 support, and kind of decided what she really did.
Yep. Kled gets knocked out of his mount here, but he can actually just straight up auto attack fight Maokai since he'll get it back. But it looks like he's just gonna recall here. Black Cleaver is gonna come out for Kled, I think, unless he goes for a Titanic Hydra after FH, but most logical choice would be to go for Black Cleaver. Oriana should die here.
Oh, that's a nice ultimate. Oh.
Yeah, Oriana just does die. Warwick is not going to go for the ultimate. He goes for the ultimate on Karma, does a lot of damage actually.
Oh, okay. Karma might die. Oh.
He could die of this. Oh, he has Ghost.
Yep, okay, yep, that's
there
a
we go, that's a battle. Where's the Q? Well played by Warwick and the Bard in particular. I think if Warwick took Flash, he could have done both of them, but oh
yeah.
well.
I kind of like this warrior. This warrior is really good. I call him bring that ass over here, Warwick. You feel me? Because he knows
Nice Flash Q.
Alright, nice. Okay, Kog'Maw will try to kite out the Warwick. Warwick will die to Kog'Maw. The damage too much. Kog'Maw trying to get a double kill, but Tristana will get the double jump reset. Will get the ultimate. Tristana will come in with an E and chance off Tristana. Tristana will use a heal and get out of that. That will be a 2-for-1 in favor of TLP.
Oh wait, no, Jenna didn't die. Jenna didn't die.
So it's a 1-for-1. Alright, 1-for-1 in favor.
I'd say it's actually more worth that. What is his name? Kog'Maw died. It's probably better that Warwick died.
Yeah.
It's actually more worth that way. Warwick isn't missing CS since what is her name is not counter jungler. Sejuani's not counter jungler. She's not punishing him. Kog'Maw actually loses a lot of CS off of that. But Warwick decides to go for what is it called? Tracker's knife. It's alright, but with Ghost, you probably want to go chilling or challenging for the extra ult damage or ultimate movement speed, so you can ult further.
I see. I see what you mean, but then again, I can see the point why they do that. Probably just trying to do that for
The vision, yeah.
yeah. So
Tristana is going for a Vamp Scepter.
early.
I don't know. I would just rush IE or BF into Zeal, but Vamp Scepter versus Kog'Maw, you're not looking to get short trades and heal back up. You're looking to just straight up fight them.
That's Bar will use the ultimate. The Warwick will ult onto Kazik. Kazik will Kog'Maw will flash away.
Tristana wastes her flash there. She could have waited for the W and then flashed afterwards. She just cuts off distance.
Yeah.
A bit of a misplay again. It actually. Oh, never mind. Yeah, TLP is again using their early game pressure against Clorox Bleach. It just depends on whether they can use it effectively or not. Bit of trading going on top lane. It's gonna be pretty inconclusive. Doesn't really do anything until Clay gets Black Cleaver. Just because Maokai already has Tabby and Clay just doesn't really do any damage anymore.
Yeah, Clay. I thought Clay does a lot of damage early game, or that's just me just getting one shot by.
He's really good versus tanks, like I said, but once you get Tavi without your items, you don't really do anything. It's kind of the same thing. Like Riven's supposed to be like insane early game, right? But if you don't have your items, you don't really do anything versus Maokai or stuff like that. You have to wear them down, but that doesn't really work for Kled since you can't run away afterwards. Well played by Sejuani to hit the second part of the W there.
Yeah, I like how Sejuani waited, but she didn't immediately use her W. She did, and boom, crap out of her.
Yeah, challenging smite comes out from Sejuani. I don't like that pickup either, since Sejuani doesn't really auto attack that much, but I guess it makes sense for her, the way her kit works with her passive and such. It looks like Karma will be going for a damage build with Morello's.
Oh wait, what is the best one? It is smart to build on what you call it again? Rage Blade first on Cosmos. I know some people do that first. Build it first.
It's not bad as a first item, but I think the highest win rate build is Bork first and then Rage Blade, or maybe Runad's. I'm not completely sure. There's a lot of like different, like a lot of Kog'Maws build differently. Like some people go with Zen first item, some people go what is it called, Blade of the Ruined King. Then some people just rush Rage Blade. It really depends on like the Kog'Maw player. But Blade of the Ruined King is actually the safest way to go, and probably the best for early game.
Oh, there we go, double jump, but there's also Kog'Maw will try to kill Shauna with down ultimate will take
TP gets cancelled here. Bard is gonna die. First turret goes down, goes to Clorox. First turret is gonna go to Clorox Bleach here, probably.
That's it. Wait.
I can actually dive a Warwick, but it wouldn't be that safe actually. Yeah, first turret goes down.
got the 2-0. Look, it happened like happened last game. Remember last game what happened? Last game they get TLP gets the early lead, they get the early game, get the early fight, and then as soon as you can give
Yeah, the Clorox is
uh
turning it around though with their early game pressure this time.
yeah. And then it's
Uh,
going to reach a little bit of pressure, a little bit of opportunity to come back into the game to take it a whole step farther. And that's what I like about this team. They're always taking a step further than the other team in RPL. Even TLP doesn't can't catch up to them.
yeah. I don't know about the Karma TP there, but I guess she got some pretty good damage off. Oh,
There,
not seeing Sejuani there. Makai should die.
yeah, that should be the Minecraft. Minecraft will off.
She should have. Sejuani probably should have handled off the kill the Karma, but there. That Sejuani is pretty good as well.
Sure. It's like Karma is just support, man. You're not supposed to get her to chase. The heck is
Clyde is actually going for a Tiamat here. So going for more raw damage, but doesn't really do much versus the armor though. Maybe he's looking to play like a split push type.
true.
Looks like they're probably gonna lose bot turret.
Uh,
Yeah, bot turret's gone. Janna may die if Bard elects to ultimate, but he does not. Let's check the gold here.
it looks like looks like Karma always she's 22 22 that would be a flash out of really? Is it one? No, that would be a flash out of spread. Johnny will go in with it. He try to set them down. Karma will use the monster shield to get the extra slow and head and will get the second part of the monster shield to get the kill. 113 onto the Karma. That was smart on her part, to be honest. She threw it ahead of time to make sure that she got the kill.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna be right back while I check on, I'm gonna study on the call. I'm just gonna check on how to view gold for individual champions.
No problem. On the will tell that in the on top lane, yes, Koken will die and the other one will get off his mouth. They won't be able to kill him on the tower, sadly. Dude, just back away. Oh, Cosmo going on to the time, trying to work old NW, and then she will fly, but then it will exhaust and Cosmo will get the kill onto that. Claire tried to run for his life. Claire trying to fight. He's going to show her. He's trying to get the rage part back up. 20 trying to get goddamn best to stop him. He's going to kill the fence. He's going to fight me. And now they're going to go on the tower, but a monster shield.
Oh, the Karma. Okay, Karma should be able to kill. Oh, she misses the Q. Oh, wait. Okay. The tower shot finishes her, finish him off. I did find out how to find the gold here. Let's see.
You like
Press X with the items open. Karma does have a very big gold lead over Oriana here, and she's still sitting on 1.5k. Let's see here. Karma and Janna also have pretty respectable gold leads.
We should probably back right now and get some items as we're speaking.
Tristana's just building a lot of random stuff. Static shit does come out from her. Maybe she's just looking to wave clear for now.
Try to get back into the game. Right? Oh, Karma just 1v1 people doing so much damage.
Yeah, mid-game Karma is pretty disgusting.
Yeah.
Cloud is actually going for a Titanic Hydra straight up instead of Black Cleaver, so still not going to be doing a whole lot of damage to Makai, but does have a lot more damage for squishies with the Titanic Hydra auto reset and damage.
Yep. Makai, what's the TP top lane? I don't like that. Oh, rest I can get jump on.
Yeah, they're gonna lose Dragon off of this, and Kled still has TP. They might look for a fight here. They probably will after they take this dragon. Kled is shown on the map, unfortunately.
Oh,
a fighter is going to come out. Kled does hit the Tristan. They do secure the dragon.
There goes the slow. There goes the Warrior dying to the Cosmo. Then Kwame try to get that second kill for the Cosmo. Cosmo picking up a double kill. Then we're running down bot lane. Bar trying to slow them down. Say, please don't kill me. I'm just a Shakespeare wannabe. But he will down the tower. He will down the tower to the Saswani. And that's a free. That's a free break for Dragon. And they will they pick up bot lane? Yeah, they don't have to win. But they will lose their lane because of that. Oh man. Oh, fun fact by the way. If you didn't know, if you guys are wondering where bars are from, if we haven't noticed, and somewhere around France, France, um, there's a city where just Shakespeare lived at called Bard Avenue because Shakespeare name original name was named Bard, like that was his nickname, Bard, and so
I see.
that where Bard name came from that one city.
Janet just blew her ultimate. I don't know what
Uh,
that was.
just,
That was a little bit weird. Art
uh,
Sensor is coming out from Karma, so they are looking to protect the Karma comp with a fair amount of damage here.
yeah, double amount of shield and also movement speed. That's a lot of protection. Plus, Karma is fed at the moment. He's 6'2" with a fork and also have Ruin Hurricane.
Yes,
He
so we could probably see Rage Blade coming out, maybe a Wit's End, but probably a Rage Blade coming out, and then Karma might elect to go Wit's End just so he doesn't get one-shotted by Oriana, and maybe a Mallet to finish it off, but it kind of depends.
Oh, look like Please want to go in for this fight. The Karma will get the W onto the Oriana. Oriana will get stunned. Suswana gonna go in.
Karma barely lives. Karma does get ult, so this is a pretty good blue side.
They keep going on, and then Clay trying to go for a 2v1. He will get the first kill. Will he also get Warrior's kill? He's going to land in with the ultimate. Warrior trying to run. Clay will flash in.
Oh, he misses the Q.
Clay, you're trolling. You're trolling, Clay, you're trolling. Clay, what the hell are you doing? Oh my god. Oh, I swear he died. I will have to party him on screen.
Yep, looks like inner turret will be going down. There's another wave of minions coming. They can actually tank this, but looks like they're not going to. Minions are here, so inner turret should go down.
Yep. Why did
Tristana's build is just not working out for her. That Ram Center is a really big 900 gold that she's effectively wasted since she's kind of long trading, which doesn't really work for a lifesteal. Janna ults again.
Wait, why?
Wait, why? She ulted again, both really weirdly.
I'm pretty sure this game
Maybe she's just accidents here. Looks like it's just a little bit of a scuffle. Clyde is still not going for a Black Cleaver. Janna should die there. Okay, yeah. Clyde is still not going for a Black Cleaver. He's going for another Jarn's Fist, which could build into a Mallet, or more likely like a Sterix or something. So he's really looking to be the hardcore initiator and get big while he's at it. Karma's probably gonna have to blow Flash. Oh, Bard messes up the tunnel.
Oh, bye, Cosmo. Unless he flies over that wall. Flies over that wall.
Oh, he doesn't flash it?
Nope.
Oh, Karma does die. A bit of a misplay there. This could actually turn the game around. Oh, Karma did die as well. They could get an inhib and then go for a Baron. Sejuani's just trying to stall out, but she will die as well.
Yep.
That's a bit of a pretty big throw, actually.
How do you, they had a really good goal lead and how do you trying the game away? Oh my god.
TL, Clog's Bleach is just running in and just dying. Kind of reminiscent of last game, actually. Both teams just getting picked off one after another and then just eventually snowballing the game to an end. Same thing's actually happening here. Except flipped around. Karma is still building his Gwynsu's, so...
Well, he's taking his time trying to get item.
a Baron will be going down probably. It's not spotted out. Kled does go for a ward here, but I don't think they can stop it. Or maybe he can waste some time. Karma is on the side.
Wait, okay, they're going in for the fight again. Craig will get off his mount, but he will get the Q and get the kill onto Karma trying to call out the montage. But they're going to go. Karma with the monster
Oh,
shield.
Karma just does so much damage.
And,
Okay, they can go for Baron now.
and there you go, boy.
There's the Baron call, the Baron throw. Oh my god.
There's the band throw. Oh, this is exactly. I'm waiting for this. There's no such thing called a good game without that, bronze one with Brandon throw, you feel me?
Yeah.
Look,
Massive throw from both sides, but this one's probably more impactful here.
yep. And
Now, red side is just up 8k gold, but they are down an inhibitor, and it looks like the next dragon will be another fire, so we could see another fight going on.
probably go for Imperator soon. They're all going to try to play off the Minion without putting his wall.
Yeah, Kog'Maw will be able to pick up his Gwynceus, but it looks like they're just gonna rush the dragon. Karma is going for a death cap, it looks like. Yeah, they're playing a very defending comp. They really want to play a kite comp with the Sejuani with a Knight's Vow. Since Knight's Vow is just so strong right now, even after the 100 HP nerf, it's still really good for protecting your carry. Kled TP does come out here.
It looks like they want to get up for the fight. They're all going to go try to go in. So trying to try to...
There is no ultimate from Kled at the moment. Karma's gonna go for a snare. It looks like they will pressure them off of this Infernal Drake, which is gonna be pretty big.
Yep.
Yeah. TLP or Clorox Bleach is just snowballing the game. Now they can probably just run it down mid, honestly, and go through uncontested.
First we had to make sure.
Did Kled?
Hmm?
Is Kled trolling? Or did he mean to build 2 Titanic Hydras? What?
Oh my god. Bro, I'm losing.
Why does he have 2 Titanic
I
Hydras?
just lost all my I don't even want to cast a third game because of that.
Why does he have 2 Titanic Hydras? Anyways, they are sieging. Backline does get ulted, so that could take him out of position.
Oh, that was actually okay.
Oh, a massive. Kog'Maw's just taking no damage. He does go down. Another throw from red side now.
Kishana though. Okay, that would be the exhaust coming out. Clay trying his damn hardest to fight back, but he was just die no matter what. Warrior will go on to Janet, and then that would be a kill again. You just throw away Baron like it was nothing.
That is a pretty big throw, and they might. Will they be able to end the game? They do have supers coming in. They can actually tank the tower with Warwick. This might be the end of the game.
No.
No. Sejuani is coming back up. Kog'Maw is too, so maybe they can hold this. But again, just so many throws coming out from both sides.
I know. Just play it safe. Don't have to rush it. You have Baron. Yeah, your whole team have Baron. Why did no one go top lane and push that out? Why no one go bot lane and push that out? Right? Everybody just go straight, man. Try to 5v5 A lane.
Kled does waste a lot of gold now. He sold his Titanic Hydra and completed his Black Clearer. That's 1,000 or 2,000 gold that you just wasted by selling your Titanic. That's a lot of gold that you just took away from your lead. So a pretty bad mistake from Kled there.
Yep.
Kog'Maw does have his Gwynceus now, along with QSS, so might be seeing better survivability as well.
Yeah, okay. I'm waiting for this Kog'Maw pentakill. I'm just waiting for it.
Yep. There is no Locket from Gianna or Sejuani or any of the tanks actually. Locket would help them a lot versus that Orianna ultimate, but looks like it is not going to be built. I think that build from Gianna, those last 2 items, Chain Vest and Kindle Gem, actually build into a Knight's Vow, but I don't know if they stack.
I think they do, I guess.
Okay, so Kog'Maw will have an effective 24% damage reduction, or damage transfer, I guess. But it looks like we could see another fight, but this time it'll be dangerous for TLP
TLP.
because it is a 5v4. Tristana does appear to be rotating to mid.
She's too
Let's
busy jumping.
see here. Karma is getting within range of her death cap.
It's gonna
Looks
rush
like there
it
will be
out.
initiation 5v4. It
And
does get stalled out by Karma, by Maokai.
it looks like he's gonna rush to get the inhibitors. He's gonna go in for the fight right now. Fred is gonna try to go into the backline, try to get a kill. Warrior try to ult, but he will miss the ult, but he will get the Oriana ultimate out in the backline. But Kog'Maw is just kiting. Kog'Maw is
So
just
much
popping off.
damage.
Kog'Maw
That
will
is
get the
GG.
kill. Kog'Maw will get the quadra kill. He didn't get the
Janna
penta.
steals the penta. Alright, another game where there's like plenty of throws, but again
So,
the scaling factor is just so insane from Clorox
but,
Breach.
like I said, TLP only won the early game.
Yeah, and this is not even they didn't win. They didn't even win early game that hard, so it's not looking good for TLP. But if they can get their stuff together, they can actually reverse sweep. But the chances of that, like talking about morale, it's not looking good.
If,
Yeah, maybe we'll see a bit more damage coming out. Yeah, a lot better performance from
yeah,
Toe Knuckles this time, actually
yeah.
doing a fair bit of damage. But again, it's just not the team's just not cohesive. They're not really working together.
Nope, they're not. Honestly, surprised that Karma did pretty good. I wasn't expecting the Karma pick to be popping off.
Yeah, I wasn't either. The Karma win rate right now is at 45% win rate on both mid and support. So
Wow.
I don't know. I think we'll be heading into game 3 shortly, but
we're just gonna be waiting for our analyst desk. Cough cough, where's Django at? To to come in here and break down the game for us.
yeah, I'll be right back when I grab some water.
So
All right, Batman, Wingman, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Where's my boy at? Hey, let's go. All right, so you messaged me on Discord. I'm here. Come on. All right, so the first thing I want to bring up is the Sejuani and the Oriana picks that were swapped on each side, and how effective the swap was for Clorox Bleach. I felt like the Oriana for Tastes Like Purple was very ineffective. We saw the Oriana on Clorox Bleach side being up in CS against the Echo matchup. But when it was traded over to Taste Like Purple, it was down in CS to a Karma matchup. And as well as the Sejuani, I feel like Tastes Like Purple Panther in particular had a good performance on Sejuani, but I really felt like Sharnos, the jungler for CB, stepped up even more. More in the early game, at least, a better showing on the pick. So the swap and picks were really. It was really surprising how one-sided the picks were. Usually when you swap off something like that, one team gets something and another team gets something, but it seemed all in favor of Clorox Bleach this game. I also, if we're going to talk about draft, I also really got to bring up the fact that I don't think Monsoon should get Janna a third game in a row. They got to drop Sunban for that, in my opinion. Monsoon is just enabling Zox, and I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Apologies if I'm not. To just continuously DPS. You constantly look at this 80 carry, and they're sometimes in front of their tanks taking random tower shots. This 80 carry is so aggressive, and Monsoon is absolutely just aiding. Not even aiding. Monsoon is the reason that Zoxin can be this aggressive, and it's working really well. And I think you ban the Janna, and that's maybe they play another support, but it was.
So, who do you think they should ban over? Because they banned Renekton, Darius, and Talia in the first 3. Do you give?
No, didn't they ban Zac against Panther? I believe.
No, we're talking about Clorox Bleach.
Oh,
game.
right. Other way. Right.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you
I
give
would
the mid lane to
probably
Leah, or do you give one of Spooter one of his best two champions? Or I mean, you can
I
tell
would
that he's played
probably just
two different
I
champions and
would
he's
I'll
already
tell you,
done good.
and I'll bring this into the top lane matchup. I think you give Spooner one of his champions, and I think you run a carry matchup. Both games we've seen a carry versus a tank matchup, and both times it's gone CB's way because when they had the tank, no one came top lane, and he sat top lane and he scaled. And then they got the carry, and then suddenly Sharnos is getting up there and helping Spooderhon out and getting a snowball rolling. So they're just playing both sides of the matchup. I think Tastes Like Purple's top laner is by himself playing really well, and I want to see a carry versus carry matchup and see how that works out. Um, because 2v2, CB's bot lane has been outplaying Tastes Like Purple, and I feel like top lane hasn't got that even footing in the draft to really make his stamp. So that's what I would like to see the switch up from. Do you disagree? Think maybe you should give over to Talia or what?
Yeah, I think that either way, Scooter's been playing really well top lane. Even not even on
Scooter
his
has been playing really well.
not even on
I
his
got us
top two champs. So I think you might give him one of those and
though.
then go from there.
Yeah, the TP down into the drag pit with a really nice flank from with the Kled ulti was a really good showing from Spooter. I think Spooter's playing really well. It's kind of hard to discern from like when a player is playing really well and just when a player is doing their job. I think Spooter is 100% doing his job and maybe going a little bit extra. So he's definitely someone to shut down, but maybe not something you have to press all of your resource into shutting down like two first bans.
Yep. I don't. I'm not
Um,
100% sure how good he is, the mid laner on Clorox Bleach for Talia, so I can't really judge it on there. But
I haven't seen it either personally.
so I don't know what they do for that. Obviously, he's good with
I
it if they've been banning it the last two games.
must be right. One thing I had a problem with is Tastes Like Purple. This game in specific, not so much game one, but in game two, they were making a lot of early game plays, but they just weren't making them clean enough, right? Like they were the ones forcing all the early fights, but after at the end of it all, Kog'Maw's like 3-2 and Tristana's 3-1, and top lane had gotten a lead, and so it was a lot of back and forth, which when you were making all the early aggressive plays really shouldn't be happening. You should really be coming out on top at least most of the time in these trades.
Mm-hmm.
So I think definitely what we want to see is at least a change in the draft. Maybe not everything we're saying is correct, who knows? It might work, it might not. But I think Tastes Like Purple need to change up something in their draft and in their early game play. I think their late game decisions aren't horrible. They're just not setting themselves up for success.
Mm-hmm. I agree. They need to get rid of the Janna, and they need
And
to.
the other reason I didn't, I didn't actually say this, and I feel bad. The other reason I want Janna taken off the board, is because Silver Spade has been playing really well. He's been playing really well in the Rakan and the Bard. I think both performances he's been like, if Tastes Like Purple won, he would be one of those guys who are like, you really got to consider for the MVP vote because he set up a lot of plays. He was very effective early game on the map compared to Monsoon. Monsoon
Mm-hmm.
just kind of sat in lane and made sure Zoxen didn't die a bunch, which sometimes worked, sometimes didn't. But so Silver Spade, I definitely want them to unlock Silver Spade. I want them to unlock Kainoken. I think that's how you win with Taste Like Purple. I think Toe Knuckles can just get on a good scaling champ. Danny Phantom needs to get on a comfort pick. He's been looking a little bit off. Uh, he just needs to get on a comfort pick. I think you unlock Silver Spade, unlock Kainoken, and you give us a good game 3. We'll send it back over to the casters as it looks like we're ready to get back into things.
Yep.
Okay. Like
Yeah, great analysis from both sides. Yeah, again, the Janna pick is just so OP right now.
yep, it is. I feel like you need to ban Jenna. Make sure the Jenna's out of the way. Jenna with the Arctic sensor, just oh god, just destructive. Um, yeah, but anyway, we're gonna
Aww.
two because we're in game three. This might be the last game that will decide the factor if um Korok Bleach will win the summer split finals today, or will TLP make a good
As you
comeback and try
wish.
to get at least one win of the series and make it a 4-1 or actually a reverse sweep. As we get into game three, the
It's
Benny out the
over.
Janna. The Janna Ben
I
finally came
say.
out. They know that Janna Ben is super deadly and they really don't want to F with it anymore.
I do not tolerate
That's
cowardice.
a Darius. That Darius,
Well, now I'm just mad.
yeah. Well, we had the Darius Ben coming up. Uh, I'm guessing Sputter One Darius is really scary. I seen his Darius in action. I don't like to play against it. It ultimate just destroy people. It make you want to cry. But we're having the Zach ban out too. Zach with the amazing CC control, even though he got nerfed a couple patches ago,
The
he
ball
still have
is
amazing CC,
angry.
amazing, a really good ultimate, and overall he's just really powerful in general. Um, the first pick, they will pick up the Saswani. They are prioritizing that Saswani over any other champion at the moment. Saswani have been really good in every single game she plays. She have been not carrying, but have been really good at slowing down and ulting and making sure they get CC locked in control. And as
The
the
Cho'Gath does come out, so
you were waiting for that, what did you? What did you
yeah, I was waiting on that. Finally, someone decides to go Cho'Gath here.
think?
Shouldn't really leave that on the table, but yeah, Janet does get banned out. That'll make a big difference, I believe. Thresh gets banned out on the other side. So,
Oh, the letter to Leo open, not the
yeah, Talia is open and does get picked.
still
Um, let's see here. What would you pick
oh
next in a draft? Maybe top lane? Because
yep.
the Renekton and Pantheon are both open. Yep, there we go.
Oh wait, why did they let Claude Bleach get their best top champions out?
They
No,
were really worried about the Janet because Janet is actually carrying the game as well. Like as much as like people don't realize it, Janet is making her AD carry and her team actually like pretty close to invincible.
yeah.
Um, Oriana getting banned is kind of a hit to both sides actually. Uh, I don't
Or
know. Ziggs versus Talia is actually a pretty even lane actually, since both do hard push against each other.
true.
Um,
And
so
Zig
it
have
actually kind of normalizes.
yeah.
Ziggs does have the range advantage, so Talia should never be able to get on top of him. But
Nope.
she does have more global
I
pressure, and
recommend
is actually a
skipping.
little more useful in team fights.
True, they will ban out the Lulu. They're banning at least the support champion, making sure the
Yeah, they're
support.
banning out a lot of the art and sensor stuff, so
Yeah.
it's not as you can't
Right.
really use the item as well. Caitlyn does get banned out again.
Mhm.
Maybe they don't want.
The, the, the Caitlyn ban and just like Caitlyn haven't really been playing much this season. Or in RPL at all. Now that I think about it. But I guess they didn't want to let the Caitlyn out, and they sent her
Hungry
Dodge.
sword.
Alright, they will ban out the Kog'Maw. Okay, the Kog'Maw will get banned. They don't want to face that
Let me get
piece
in
of
there.
crap anymore. And Shisana will be banned too. So this will just be. I wonder who the A carry be is. They did take out the top three best AC at the moment. Sivir, she also a really good AC too.
Yeah, ooh, Lucian might come out, so yeah, it looks like a really good early game team. Um,
I did ask one of the team to do me a favor. Oh well, they forgot about our successor. I did ask one of the team to do me a favor for one of them to bring out Elise and pick one of them.
maybe
They
it'll
did that.
happen.
Yep, I swear to God, this guy bring at least in. Oh, he's bringing out the new champion, Orn. Is this the time for him to shine? Oh no! I swear, this guy better build Rada Ages on Vladimir. If he doesn't build Rada Ages on Vladimir, he's fighting. I wanted that new champion, but it's not going to happen. And I want the Rada Ages. If I don't see the Rada Ages on this new champion, me and Kaioken are going to go in Dragon Ball Z mode and actually fight this crap out. I don't care. Rada Ages on Vladimir. But anyway, back to serious business. Uh, Vladimir Top, I haven't really seen that in a while. I have played against it in rank today, actually. Pretty good. It was decent. Um, Basically you want to like control the early game. It should be like build I think protobelt first item. Yeah, protobelt first item to get the AP scaling damage and get the help from it, and then you just want to really go aggressive on lane, and just try to carry out. Well, but anyway, Cloud Bleach will have the Renekton in the top lane, just one in the jungle. Um, Talia in the mid, Lucian ADC, and Nami support. While boy TLP will have the Vladimir in the top lane, the Cho'Gath in the jungle, the Ziggs mid lane, Sivir ADC, followed by the beautiful and handsome Rakan support. This will be a tough game series.
Right. It does look like Clorox Bleach is going to be the ones deciding the early game. This game that with Lucian and Renekton, they're going to really destroy their lane, ruin their lanes. Uh, Talia is gonna at first have the advantage of her Q damage on creeps, but then it'll eventually scale out to where it's pretty much even.
True. Uh, Sorry, if you guys are wondering what's in the background, my pastor having some microphone issues, so don't worry about that. Anyway, we're about to get into this game. 46 second in here. I wish we had something called Twitter. We need to make a RPL Twitter page. I'm not gonna lie, so like you guys can tweet out your questions and we can like answer it while we're like waiting the spectator delay. It would just make it a lot easier for everybody. Just like answer some questions, get you guys some information. Overall, Nami have been doing really good. Keeping not Nami on the bot lane. Mosu Mosu have just been really good. It's been healing and stalling and making protecting his team a lot. Um, the top lane have been doing a great job roaming a lot. Last game he played Kled. I like all the TP did. TP was smart and well planned out and well timed out. So that was a really good job on his part. Um, the enemy team they win early game, but they can never push that lead from early game to mid game. I don't know why. It's weird. Like they threw away so much. They threw away a Baron like that. Like what do you do when you're in a goal? When someone throws first and you have the lead, you know what we do? We do the classic Baron throw. You go to Baron, you pretend like you're doing it. Someone mistakenly actually hit it, then you finally do it, and then somehow you guys all die. Well, stuff happens. But 15 seconds before we enter game three, this might be the deciding factor if a boy, Clorox Bleach, will become the champion of the night. But then again, TLP can make it into a game four, so who knows? While we get into this baby. Mm. By the way, the RPL is sponsored by Purified Drinking Water. Lucid did not tell me to actually say this. Get the purified water from the store, from the CVS brand, Walmart brand, Walgreens. Get some water, get some H2O in your body. And we're also sponsored by Logitech. Logitech Gaming, best mouse, best computer, best gear, headset gear, whatever you need.
All right, sorry about that. I was getting done some like technical stuff.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah. Let's see here. I'm not sure what keystones were taken on Cho'Gath. I guess we will see, but I really would like to know. I'm assuming Vlad went Storm Raiders.
I don't see Vladimir top on my last. That's in my last Sprint game. He did pretty decent, but like I feel like we just gave him a bunch of kills to score off on before he started to like actually do good.
Yeah, I really wish they implemented the keystone thing. That'd be really
Yeah.
helpful, but it's not really there.
Whoa, he's got great
Red
pressure
side looks
there.
like it's going for a pretty gutsy play, but it gets spotted out by Lucian.
Yep.
Um,
Mm.
Ancient Coin starts from both sides again. Nami with Ancient Coin. It makes sense for Ardent Sensor, but Spell Thief is actually pretty good on her as well. It looks like a lot of spam pinging for fun, I guess.
TSM, that meant stop spam pinging my game, boy. I'm gonna blame him because I feel like it's him doing that.
Doran Shield start from Renekton, so it looks like he might be going for a early game pretty defensive up until like 4 and 5 when he probably recalls and picks up some more damage. But Doran Shield versus Vladimir is a pretty defensive way to play the lane. But Renekton actually destroys Vladimir early game, so maybe going for a deep blade would have been better.
True. We're all gonna have the standard jungle path once again. The Lucian, I haven't seen Lucian in a while. Lucian, I actually made Lucian. I love that champion. But Lucian, it seems like he's not really top.
Yeah, he's not really in a great state right now because the tank meta and all the Borg nerfs and the Q mana cost change is pretty big to like literally every build except for crit. So that really sucked for him. And furthermore, Ardent Sensor doesn't really work that well with him. I mean, it still works pretty well, but there's no like insane synergy with as you get with like Kog'Maw, Tristana, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So the combo of those three things and just him not doing as much damage kind of puts him in the gutter.
I don't know what the pick of
Vladimir taking a really bad trade. It does look like Vladimir or Renekton took forever. I still can't tell what Vladimir took. Yeah, I don't know what keystone he has. Maybe we will see later. Lucian did go for a further this game. Pretty normal of him. Let's see what else here we can talk about. Looks like Cho'Gath is going for a full clear. Sejuani is skipping crows in favor of a full clear.
Sugar will burn Heal, which is almost killed her.
Heal does come out from Sugar. What we could have seen here is if there was a hyper carry, we could have seen the Korean thing which is they go heal on the support and like barrier or something on the ADC, but that would have been really interesting to see, considering that NA hasn't really caught on to this, but if it does, it'll be really fun to watch because it just makes your ADC so tanky, but like without exhaust on like assassins or whatever, it really sucks. Excuse me.
You're fine. Sorry. Hopefully my kid is not dying at the moment. But anyway, until he get back, Renekton will try to go and to get a kill onto Vladimir, but Vladimir will on forward.
Yeah, Vladimir's playing really well on versus Renekton there. I wouldn't be surprised to see Renekton go for a Hex Drinker, actually, considering he's getting bullied pretty badly. He could also go Executioner's Calling, but doesn't seem really likely. Sejuani might try for a lane gank, but nope, she's just going to farm creds. Lucian's making really cheeky trades. Cho'Gath is here to assist. He might just run up in W. No, he tries for a Q. Yeah, Lucian was still cycling E, so he couldn't do it. Maybe if he got hit by that Q. No, Lucian didn't have the flash there. Sivir wasn't in range. Rakan and Cho'Gath don't have damage to burst him.
The reason why he flashed is as soon as he eat, as soon as he eat, Rakan interrupted his E, and then
Yeah.
for him to run back, Choga already posted a markup in front of him, so he had to flash over the markup to make sure he didn't get hit by it.
Yeah, of course. Lucian taking really aggressive trades. This is a really good Lucian, actually.
Yeah.
Usually bad ones, they literally just Q only. They don't dash aggressively. But one thing I'm not seeing here is Lucian is not doing the short E, which most people don't do. They just kind of use their entire E, like you dash really far. It's kind of the same thing with like Vayne Q against walls. Vayne Q has a pretty long cast time, but if you do it against a wall, you get the damage off instantly. Same thing with like Lucian E. He's not doing that, so the DPS could actually be a whole lot higher. Renekton might die here. Oh no. Renekton plays that really well, doesn't even blow ultimate. Very well put by Renekton there. Did he just ult? Hey, right? Okay, so Renekton just ulted, I'm not sure why. Maybe to push the lane in, but I'm pretty sure that Renekton ults on a pretty long cooldown. Yeah, 2 minutes. I'm not sure about the whether that was worth or not.
Probably altered by mistake. He didn't mean to. Fat fingers. You feel me?
Yeah, probably. Talia is building up a pretty big CS lead, or maybe not, versus the Ziggs, but she is ahead by a pretty decent amount right now. She has extra pair of boots. She is not going for a refillable, but biscuits are pretty useful as well. Not a whole lot of warding coming out from either side right now. There's no Ardent Sensor Rush from supports either, again, which I'm pretty surprised by. It does look like Vladimir is going for what is that? He just has a Kindle Gem. It's too hard to tell what he's building, but Renekton does seem to be going for a Hydra here. Maybe he'll go Black Cleaver, but Hydra seems like the best option right now. Cho'Gath ganking mid. This could be a kill. Nope. Flash comes out. If Cho'Gath waited a bit longer on the silence and his Ziggs responded a little bit better, Cho'Gath could have ate her and gotten the stack. Oh well. Lucian goes for a little bit of an aggressive trade here. Lucian is going for a Bork build here, so it's pretty good versus their team since they have a lot of HP, but they don't really build resistances. Lucian took a really bad trade right there.
I feel like Lucian needs to dash in.
But again, Lucian is not going to do a whole lot of damage in the team fights. He can't get in range of the what is his name without dying, and he's gonna run out of mana if he tries to just spam abilities. Flash and heal do come out from Sivir, and Exhaust does come out from Rakan. Dragon will be going down to Clorox Bleach here. Gets spotted out by Ziggs. Nope.
We'll pick up the first dragon 8 minutes into the game.
It is a Cloud Drake, but hopefully. Next dragon is a Water Drake, so a bit unlucky for them. Renekton does not have that much of a gold lead over Vladimir, even though he died, but yeah, Vladimir is just, I would see, it's just bullying him with just being ranged. We might see an all-in fight here. Vladimir does have Storm Raider Surge. I think Renekton kills him, yeah. Renekton's just gonna take over the lane now. He kind of already did, but Renekton's just gonna be a massive problem. Vladimir doesn't really have the damage to kill him at this point. Cho'Gath doesn't either. They can't burst him down since Vladimir doesn't really do any damage. Lucian's going for the EQ trades and animation canceling, but he needs to start figuring out that Sivir is literally spell shielding every Q that is being. Every time Lucian goes for that EQ combo, Sivir's just spell shielding the Q, and he's just giving up mana. He's gonna ult the wave so he can have a little bit of breathing room. It looks like Lucian will have the money to build a recurve bow, so that's 15 damage and attack speed.
You talking about Berserker Boot?
No,
Berserker.
I'm talking about recurve bow.
Oh, Recur. Okay.
Yeah, it gives you 25 attack speed and 10 damage, or is it 15 damage on hit? So it's a
Ooh.
damage spike, damage increase as well. Some of the lesser known things.
That's alright.
Yeah. It looks like a gank may be coming out here. Both junglers are fairly close to mid lane. Check us a little bit further though. Ziggs is gonna ward, get spotted out. Cho'Gath is on the other side, so Johnny could look for a counter gank. He's really aggressive right there.
Yes. Okay, so trying to get an ultimate off. He's trying to get
There's a nice kill. Talia is there. They can dive this Cho'Gath.
Yeah.
If his team elects to do so, but apparently not. Flash does come out from Cho'Gath here. We won't see a first turret here. Then Ziggs probably should have stayed mid lane to push that in. He doesn't really do anything by being there.
So I think they just can ball and just put up the way make it a little bit faster so that you can like take it around enough fraction pressure on the other side.
Yeah, of course. Let's see here. Lucian needs a little more farm to complete his fork, but it looks like he might just reset. Yeah, he's gonna have to reset. He's out of mana. Kind of sucks for Lucian. He's only 100 gold off of fork, but he might just sell his Dorans.
Yep. He says
See, no, he's gonna go for boots. Oh, he's gonna go for Zerker boots. The problem with Zerker boots on Lucian is you don't you don't really use the attack speed that well. Like it's fine to say that Lucian auto attacks a lot, but most of his damage is from his passive, the double tap. So the double tap is just basically an ability by itself. So going cooldown boots is much better on Lucian. So I mean, Zerkers are fine though for an early game where you can CS easier, hit the enemy more. But come late game, Zerkers aren't going to do as much as cooldown boots.
Yep.
Again, both support. Nami has gone to upgrade her support and Sightstone item. Not sure why they're doing that, but
probably because
the slots, the extra ward in the slots, but still, it's not really good too. Most supports go tier. Oh, looks like a little fight might be coming out here. Lucian just doing a ton of damage.
Oh, Lucian just keep going to the silver. Nanu with the beautiful ulti. Lucian will get the kill.
Lucian will be able to. Oh, no, he won't get out. But it does look like a pretty good cleanup for Renekton. Will he get him? Oh, he gets him.
Renekton will flash and get the kill. Rakan will W over the wall.
A little bit of a slow rotation from Talia there. She could have maybe walled off the, what is his name, Ziggs.
Yeah.
But again, really good trades for Clorox, Bleach.
Make a really good trade, make a really good damage as well. The Lucian just always on silver ass. Like you saw it, even that piece, like he didn't care about anybody else until that silver died.
Right, that wasn't. It was an all-right decision to do that, but it wasn't a great one. He could have gotten out, returned damage on Cho'Gath, and probably killed him. I don't remember if Cho'Gath died that fight.
I think he, I think so.
Yeah, I think he did actually. But the point still remains that Nami's just gonna die here. Oh wait, no, she's not. But the point still remains that Mission could have played that fight a whole lot better. He didn't have to die. They could have probably picked off the recon too, but oh well.
I guess they're very more gold, you feel me?
Yeah, Renekton is gonna go for a Black Cleaver here. Lucian just taking really aggressive trades.
We're going in for another fight again.
It does look like there will be a fight. Lucian just doing so much damage. Vladimir might be in a bit of trouble as well. Let's see. Renekton's a little bit off of Black Cleaver, but once he does pick up that item, he becomes a really big pain in the butt because he has so much CDR now to use his abilities, and he has the armor pen. So that arm guard's not going to do a whole lot. It looks like Vladimir will die here.
Yep, and hit me up with that Q. Hit me up with the Q.
Vladimir does not die. Renekton did not have stun, but that's a good ultimate from. Okay, bot lane will die there. Cho'Gath's gonna eat her maybe. Okay, no. It's a little bit. It's 2 kills, but it could have been more worth if Cho'Gath ate someone. Because ultimately, it still stacks you're losing. Top lane gets traded off. They might go for top lane first turret. It looks like they will. Yeah, they will be going for the first turret here. Taliyah is roaming up to come help. Deep ward being set. First turret goes down to Clorox Bleach. Again, such aggression. They are calling the Herald, first time we've seen it. It looks like it won't get spotted out. Lucian is going for a Black Cleaver, so fairly standard build here instead of like Static Shade or something, which I have been seeing a little bit of. But Black Cleaver works pretty well versus their team, since they always have a little bit of armor. It helps you get through that. They don't have a whole lot, or else you have to go like Lord Dominic's or something. So.
Wait, doesn't Lord Dominic use like still? No. No, sorry. I'm thinking of
Thornmail?
No, not Thornmail. It was
Mortal Reminder.
Yeah, Mortal Reminder. There you go.
It'd be. Yeah, you could build that if Cho'Gath just stacks armor, but it's more likely that Cho'Gath's just gonna stack HP just for the damage. It'll be good versus Vladimir, but Vladimir is so far behind right now, so they can just like one-shot him easy.
Yeah, they don't even have to worry about Vladimir. They might try to get his tower down and tower at all.
Yeah, it does look like Renekton is farming his topside jungle, which is perfectly fine. Sintrani's bot lane. He's just getting a little greedy, getting bigger, getting stronger. Once again, Lucian taking the really big trades. Cho'Gath is bot lane. Sejuani is close enough to respond though. Gets spotted out. We might see another fight here. A little bit of miscommunication right there. Several ult blown for basically nothing. 4-man roam bot lane. Renekton does TP. This is gonna be a 5v5. Very good ultimate from Taliyah, but unfortunately, it doesn't actually catch anyone. It actually ends up just blocking their team. Huge damage coming out from Cho'Gath.
The Sintrani will get
Vladimir ult does get blown. Well, actually does a ton of damage. It looks like it'll be just a 3-for-3 trade here. That's not worth for Clorox Bleach. They have bounties on their heads that they just gave away. But still, Clorox Bleach is up about 4k gold, so we'll see how that changes the game.
Yeah.
Lucian is not close enough to get his Black Cleaver yet. Ardent Sensor is coming out from Nami.
Normally on the Lucian is so weird now because like the old build used to be Black Cleaver and Force, right? Which you building right now. But for some reason, I don't know. I've been building more of like, sorry,
It's
Force.
because Ward got nerfed, so it used to be like 15% lifesteal, and now it's
Mhm.
like 12. But also,
Mhm.
Lucian's Q just has such a high mana cost. Now it used to be like 60 at like rank 5 or whatever. Now it's 100. You can't spam it anymore, like you used to. Yeah. Um,
What
and
about
also, Rift
okay,
Herald is getting dropped bot lane. Should be a fairly free turret.
Lucian trying to go on.
Oh, yeah, Lucian
Lucian
is
will
doing
try
a
to be
ton of damage.
damn.
Yeah, they're gonna give up bot turret here. TP does come out.
I think Lucian,
Renekton should be fine, but a little bit of miscommunication again.
sure. Okay, they might well just fight it before they destroy Rift. Yes,
They
okay.
will. They should fight this. It is a 5v4. Ziggs can't rotate fast enough.
Yep. Okay, Lucian just go
Vladimir
in.
doing a lot of damage. Zanyas comes out.
There you go. Yeah, Vladimir is dead.
It's a pick on Vladimir.
Okay, now push this.
Like I said, Vladimir's not really a damage threat anymore. He's not really a threat at all. But it's for gold, I guess. Let's see here.
and
Renekton does go for Ravenous Hydra instead of Titanic. It's a little bit weird because he seems to want to team fight a lot, but
probably. Well,
but
yeah.
Titanic is a lot better for team fighting just because of tank stats.
Wait, doesn't can you not build a Titanic? Oh yeah, Master Titanic can go into a tit. Wait, crap. No, that is a Titanic. I guess. Okay, one. I was thinking of the team map. I was like, wait, you building a team map? Thought about it. Anyway, they try to get Milling Tower and the CG to build it at the moment.
I'm not sure what Sejuani is building. It looks like it could be a Righteous Glory. Don't know exactly. Black Cleaver does come out from Lucian.
It looks like I think Saswani might be building a Scabby and Wardrobe armor. Probably that.
Oh yeah, that's her build as well. Yeah, that makes sense as well. Lucian is gonna go for attack speed boots. It looks like. Does he have gold? No, he does not. He could be going for attack speed boots, or he could be going for the Zeal item. But right at this point in the game, usually after one item, you want to go for your tier 2 boots. But delaying your boots is alright considering you're snowballing so far. We might see a pick on Ziggs, but it's just pressure off the turret.
Yeah, the roller is solid.
But also the way Spoder is building Renekton, it's more of a split push build. It's not a team fight build. He really should be just getting in a side lane and just one shotting whoever gets close to him. Because they're gonna have to send at least 2 or 3 people to deal with him, and then his team can take objectives. But he seems content with just team fighting, which isn't bad, but it's not really playing Renekton at its best.
So what type of build would you go for team fight situation then?
If you're playing Renekton for team fights, you probably want to go like a Titanic and like I don't know, Deadman's or something. You just want to go like tanky bruiser items. But if you go for like Ravenous Hydra, you want to be pushing the side lanes. You want to be split pushing. You want to stop the. You want to get as much attention, waste as much time of the other team. Vladimir is gonna die. He's waiting on his flash. His flash is almost up. Does not come up in time. Top turret will be going down. Lucian can just probably 1v1 the Sever. Won't kill her though. Ziggs just doing like 2 damage.
Yep.
Lucian gets mid turret here as well, so really good objective calling from Zoroark's Bleach.
I'm telling you, man, Clark Bleach this mid game to the late game.
Yeah, they're in control of mid and late. They actually controlled early game as well, both games actually.
Yeah.
2 and 3. So I think purple was. Looks like a team fight is gonna come out. A
Okay, so
lot of damage.
oh my god. Okay, Rakan with a beautiful ulti and ulti W going. Lucian just trying to kite them out. Lucian trying to just stall time too. To keep back in the
Um,
race. They were trying to
they
get
will get two
They'll be
people.
trying to get
Sivir is stepping up. Lucian ult comes out.
oh,
Redemption is going to help siege this turret. They're gonna have to give mid, maybe. They're gonna have to give for tier 1 and maybe inner turret as well.
yep. That
Um,
will be tower going down. First tower, tastes like purple. 25
yeah.
minutes, 878. Oh wait, are they still gonna try to fight this? Oh wait, if they still
This
want to
is
fight this, they
Renekton
want to
is
fight this.
TPing behind. Renekton is
Okay,
trying for a flank here.
hey, we're actually going from behind.
Sarah
Out.
actually flashes right into him. There's a lot of heal from Rakan, but Lucian should be able to DPS the Cho'Gath down. He does go down. Rakan just disappears. Sivir disappears. Ziggs disappeared.
That's a quadra kill.
Quadrant kill.
Where's the pizza? Forget tower. Forget tower.
Yeah, again, the what's it? Clorox Bleacha is 80 carry. It's just doing his job. 80 carry. He's carrying the team. He popped off both second and third game. Didn't see quite as good of a performance first game, but nevertheless, he's doing really good this game and the game before.
Except for normally a Lucian player would just back out of that point and just recall, but he decided to stay. He said that I still have life steal. I can just life steal all of these champions. So he decided to stay and just keep pressuring on. And he got a card to He got cards in both of his games. First he got it on the Kog'Maw, now he got it on Lucian. I'm surprised that they didn't go for a pentakill. I would have. I don't know. I don't know. I feel
Yeah.
like the penta was more worth it, to be honest. But
Lucian is sitting on 3,400 gold right now.
oh,
So it'll be interesting to see what he'll build. Probably a Phantom Dancer or whatever Zeal item into IE probably, but maybe he'll go for something a bit different. Sivir did go for Armor Ninja Tabi, but that's not really good. It's not really good. You're missing a lot of damage if you didn't go Berserkers, but you're also missing a lot of CDR if you don't go Lucidity Boots. Which is always what I like to have. Always cap 40% if you can.
I'm questioning myself right now. Why didn't they? I'm trying to ask myself, why didn't they pick Zaya then? That's for Sivir. Like, I see the reason of picking Sivir, but that only if they were like ahead of the game. If they picked Zaya and Rakan, that would have been better.
Right, but Zaya's not in a very good state right now. She's only at a 50% win rate. Cho'Gath is just gonna die. But Zaya's just not easy to play for one. Her win rate for below 50 games is like what 30%. It's just really bad. You have to get good at the champion. It's kind of like playing Riven. Your win rate is so bad, but before you actually start learning her, but once you get into it, she's really strong. Same thing applies to Zaya, but like it's hard to play Zaya. Baron is gonna go down to Clorox Beach. It's gonna be a pretty controlled end here. They might look to fight. It looks like a fight will come out. Lucian does have Executioner's Calling. Talia does get picked. Lucian is just carrying again.
Oh, nice ulti, and they would just end the game right here.
That could be the end of the game.
Yep, they killed the Ziggs. Okay, end the game, No, forget
I don't. They're gonna go for an inhib here, but they can turn to Baron afterwards. They don't have minions yet to end the game. But going for inhib and then Baron is a good play here. Since there aren't any minions pushing in bot lane for them to get tier 2, so we'll see what they do.
They gotta give them Lucian.
It does look like they are going for Baron.
Yeah, I gotta give it to Lucian. Lucian has been having good positioning, and if you watch every single team fight, he always positions in the right area. He always at the right time where he needs to be at. He wastes his ult a lot in the beginning of the fight, but that.
Right, but Lucian ultimates either used as like damage at the beginning of the team fight or during near the end, because during the middle of the team fight, auto attacks do a lot more damage than your ultimate.
Yep.
But yeah, this Lucian's he's a little more like on the he's a pretty like he punishes people instead of going for like the big plays.
Yeah, he does. He comes to
So a little different from like how I would play Lucian. Back when I did play Lucian for RPL, all I did was just step up, go as aggressive as possible. I wouldn't actually die since GA was like broken at that time.
yeah.
But yeah, it's a different play style, different people. Makes sense.
Yeah, this Lucian is playing more of. I'll say,
Oh
Lucian
my
with the
god,
win.
that's so much damage.
Oh my god, Lucian does so much damage. He goes for the flying kill. He will get the double. When Lucian goes out and try to get the triple kill, Lucian is going to kind of back. Go for a kill that's trying to get to the back line and try to kill. Lucian will go in. Lucian will not get the triple kill, but he will get out of there a lot.
And that is gonna be GG for Clorox Bleach.
Maybe.
Remarkable performance from 2 and 3, and an insane comeback during game 1.
Oh, but wait,
I
right?
think we are seeing our champions.
And yeah, Lucian just carried his game from. I don't know, everybody did a great job.
Yeah, everyone did a great job.
Yep, 26-9. Club Bleach winning your is the champion of the summer split. Congratulations to Club Bleach for winning this game.
Yep. Well played.
Well played. Not gonna lie, this was really fun and entertaining. I just say I really wanted to have a fight. I really wanted them to actually fight. I wanted to see like both these teams go back and forth, but it just seemed like Cora Bleach had better control in laning phase, had better late game team fighting, had better map awareness, rotation. They were better at the jungle. They were just better overall. Man. It tastes like
Yeah,
purple.
they just ruined them.
Yeah, it tastes like purple. They were really good against high knowing sport, but it looked like today's game. They just couldn't live up to that expectation and win. But good job, well, great job for them trying to like always try to come back into the game.
Yeah, good
But
game from both teams trying to come back even when they're behind, but ultimately the better team wins. Better control, better
yeah,
play, better players. I don't know.
yep.
Congrats to Clorox Bleach, and let's let the analysts take it away.
All right, let's take it away.
Alrighty. Well, that was the first time in RPL history that a finals has not gone to game 5.
We know what that looks
So
like, right?
fantastic.
Right, Django?
No final esports, no game 5. That's apparently the story here. A very convincing 3-0 from Clorox Bleach coming out in the finals. GG well played to them, and GG to TLP. They played their hearts out. Definitely had really good moments. Never felt like they were just rolling over and taking the loss. They were always trying to find a way back, trying to claw back. And the early game was actually really good. So
Yeah.
TLP definitely played their hearts out. But CB take away the victory here. Really good play overall. Not too much to touch on. Apparently, I was very wrong. Don't give Spoder Renekton.
Yeah. He
that
kind of
was
carried
a
that
mistake.
game, in my opinion.
Very strong carry performances coming out. Zoxen picking up a lot of kills in the back line. Both games 2 and 3. Batman, I'm sorry to do this. I'm gonna have to leave you here for a little bit. I'm gonna jump into. I'm gonna go try and find Clorox Bleach members. Actually, they're up in. Okay, I'm gonna go grab the Clorox Bleach team captain and our MVP, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm mad that they didn't build Rada Ages on Vladimir. What is this? Okay, man. Like, come on. I was expecting him to build it, but it's all good.
Hmm.
Scrolling. Wait, why can't I scroll?
What are you scrolling for?
We scrolling
Fuck
for
this.
Spider-Wana. Welcome back, man. How you doing? And
I'm
sure.
doing good.
Okay,
Kind of
nailed
hungry.
it. All
Oh,
right,
by the way,
so
this isn't gay. You can mute your mic if you want to.
with me, I have brought back Sharnos and Spooder Juan. the team captain and our voted. There was actually a lot of competition for the votes, but our voted MVP for the series, Spooter, congratulations. Sharnos, congratulations on your team's win. Elucid's here but muted. Is he gonna say something? No, I'm just gonna keep talking. Fantastic. So first off, congratulations on the win, guys.
Thank you. Thanks, man.
First thing, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to the MVP, Spoder. You played a tank matchup into a carry matchup, played a carry matchup into a tank matchup, and then you played a carry matchup into a Vladimir, which I don't know, scaling, I don't know. And you played all three lanes really well. Is that just a bunch of confidence as a player? Is that just you knowing the matchups better than your opponent? Get me in your head. Where are you coming from?
The first lane, I played exactly how I wanted to. If I'm honest with you, that was probably the first time I played Maokai in like a year, since season 5. And I had never played the new kit, so I kind of just winged it because they banned Galio, and we really needed a tank that could heal for the Ashe. The second game, I played lane how I wanted to. That is exactly like everything went according to plan. I actually hated how I played the third lane. Like I'm expecting Karma to flame me with my wave management because I could have did so much things better. He actually spent like a couple hours teaching me things, which I didn't use in that game.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens.
Oh no. Oh, okay. I thought Karma just got in here. I'm about to start crying.
I just got moved to the AFK channel for some reason. That's why I was talking.
But
Because
overall,
you're
good game to TLP. They really deserved. They deserved to be there. I kind of felt like that there was a power gap though, and there was really no team that could have stood up to us. I thought we had the best laners and we had the best shot calling mid and late game in the tournament this split.
Yeah.
I really want to break down into that actually. Okay, so like yeah, you guys went you guys went 11-1 during the split, right? So there was one team, but they got disqualified, but there was one team, Beta Fox. So what happened this final was Beta Fox versus CM Clark Bleach. Do you guys think that that would have been a better game, or you guys think it would be the same result no matter what?
TLP played really well this series.
Mm-hmm.
They just lost, unfortunately, to some circumstances. It came down to like we got by the hair of our chin chin the first game. I'm actually kind of surprised we won that, if I'm honest with you, because the pressure they put on Sharnos was ridiculous.
Yeah.
My butt was clenched for that because what Sharnos is actually our MVP this team. Whenever he goes, we go.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a baseball analogy. He's the starting pitcher, and then once we're at a laning phase, we're kind of the closers. Like we know how to macro.
Yeah. I saw Shauna's
Sharnos did play
always
really well.
yeah, he
That
always
game
landed
too, you popped off, man.
yeah, he always landed the ultimate. I like how Shauna always landed the Saswani ult. That was just so good. He slowed him down. He made sure he picked them off one by one. Got beautiful knockup, and next thing you know, all you just need to do press the R button, and his R never misses. His Saswani ult never misses. It's like he hit the Saswani ult, and you can just feel the intensity on on the person that just got targeted by it. And I just want to say good job on Sarno because he always landed the ultimate. So beautiful to watch. I wish also 20 players can learn from that on how to like land an ultimate because you know how many times in rank they can't do that. It just makes me want to report them. But like you made it so clean, and I got to give you credit, man. You did great. You did amazing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, man. Any analyst this, you guys got any questions for them that you want to ask?
One question, because it's always something interesting going through my head that I think of is we've now been through 3 seasons of RPL, and Season 1, they were called Tenacious Turtles or Channel 6 News Team or something at the beginning of that. I can't remember what their name was during finals. They had name changes. But that was the King Queen show. Season 2, we had Final Esports, and now Season 3, we have your team, Clorox Bleach. Tell me, if those three were to be thrown in a pit together, put them in some sort of bracket where they just play against each other, who do you think would come out on top?
Clorox Bleach.
That's some fighting words, Django.
That's what I'm hearing too. That's what I'm hearing too. I'm hearing
Come out of
fighting words.
retirement. Let's teach you guys
When
how to play.
Who was the first season 1 team again?
Channel 6 News Team.
I've
Tenacious
never-
Turtles.
I don't know of them. For your guys' team, I know we faced you guys twice. We went like 1-1. I don't know. I think it'd be a good match. I think it'd be fun to play. I was hoping that we'd play in the finals of last season, but
It was for
Yeah.
us as destiny to pursue greatness on Saturn's bars. Unfortunate.
Oh my god, I just got demoted from caster too.
Oh, you're back in here.
Alright, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right, Lucian, good. Do you have any question that you want to ask Spawner or Sean or MPD or winners?
I just wanted to know like how you guys ended up like straightening up the second and third game and how you just like suddenly put in a whole lot more pressure and just like started taking over the game, whereas like the first game you just kind of got pushed around before late game scaling kicked in, and then you guys just kind of mashed them. But second and third game, I was just wondering how you guys managed to just suddenly turn up the heat and eventually just out pressure one of the best early game teams.
we always
Alright.
struggle a little bit at the start in a lot of our games. I think the biggest factor in why we just inevitably win by the end is just drafting. Like, it's actually kind of shocking how bad some teams are at drafting in the league. Like, I don't want to fire shots or anything, but banning Darius every game was not really very good. For game 3, it seemed you guys were talking about it a little bit. I heard like in the intermission, Sejuani and Ori were two really big picks for the series. I think the fact that they banned Ori was kind of dumb because they banned Ori and we just got Sej for free, and then they didn't even get Oriana.
And they also, what was really weird about that to me is that they had banned Talia 2 games in a row and were okay with giving the Oriana up for it. And then they banned the Oriana and gave the Talia up for it, like they couldn't make up their mind.
Well, I feel like they were more afraid of you in the top lane. Well, the top lane, of course, because they only banned Darius, and I know I know Spawner with Darius. I think great people. Oh, but I think they
That's
were
good
making
idea.
sure that the top lane.
Shut up.
I think they were making sure that the top lane bans were out of the way, and then the Talia ban. I didn't understand why they banned Talia. I felt like there's a lot of people that counter Talia. Ari can counter Talia. If you're really good, you can play some Yasuo. You feel me? But like, there was just like a lot of bans that I felt like was unnecessary, and I don't know. Maybe that's because I never played against them. But
Talia really didn't. That didn't really make sense. Like Tyler or Banulu is like, he's good on Talia most of the time, but his best champs like are clearly like Oriana and Karma. Like he just destroys when he gets those champs.
oh my god, I gotta ask you guys this question though. The Karma, what was going through you guys' head when you guys picked that? Like it was like no, I made a joke last season about Karma ADC, but I never made a joke about Karma mid. That thing was disgusting. Like,
Yeah,
do you get?
we had a strategy going into red side because we knew that we wouldn't be able to pick up Ori because we knew they would first pick Ori.
Okay.
But we changed our strategy at the last minute to compensate for the Ori pick.
Gotcha.
Because originally we were going to ban Oriana, and
Mhm.
bait like a Zac pick and then try to counter Zac through the jungle. But then we realized like we really just don't want to face Zac at all or Mumu because I hate those champs and Thresh. We didn't want to face those champs, so we just banned them every game. So at last minute we are
If
like,
it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, at last moment we're like, they're not even banning Karma like most teams do. So let's just run like a full-fledged protect AD carry comp. With Karma, it's give them the Ori. We might suffer a little bit, but better than giving them OP picks.
If you don't mind, Karma, like, it's not really a hugely contested pick based on just the win rate alone, but like you could have picked like Lulu mid or I don't know, like. Or was Oriana banned second game? But basically, you could have picked like Lulu or something mid lane. Why didn't you do that? Why did you pick like Karma instead?
Because we were gonna pick Kled, and if you do the ultimate with her shield, additionally, it speeds you up, and that was for the engage.
Okay. It makes ganking a lot easier. Ganking a Karma lane is a lot easier than ganking a Lulu.
True, because Karma can W and get the stun off the player.
Right.
You can destroy and get the kills. I see.
And Banulu played really well with that champion too. Why doesn't Banulu get any love?
Because
he did
Lulu
4K damage game 3. No flame, Kappa.
You know exactly
actually
why.
got a lot of Banulu actually got a lot of MVP votes game 1. Played really well. I thought for that one there was a moment too where I was watching a mid lane fight, and when I look at your team composition, I'm like, all right, Jarvan's the big long range initiation that they got, and then just an Orianna ball out of nowhere catches a Sivir, and the Lucian follows up on that, and I'm like, wait a second.
I gotta
really well that first game.
Games 1 and 2, I think he played extremely well, and he did a great job. I kind of felt games 2 and 3
understood the matchup a lot better than Toe Knuckles, unfortunately. I felt Toe Knuckles was a little out of place on Orianna. I haven't seen him play it. Maybe he's put more practice on it than I've seen, but felt a little bit of an odd pick for Toe Knuckles.
So I guess me telling you guys to follow your dreams last night worked for you guys?
Yeah.
I told you, dude. Keep running what you guys are running.
Damn.
They didn't even ban a single champion in the list of champions that you guys played all season. Very interesting.
They banned Area.
They dropped a Talia ban, and I was like very curious to see if he was actually performing well. And he had like 11 deaths a game, and I was like, oh yeah, that's definitely ban worthy, and they should probably look to ban like only Talia and leave the last 2 bans for nothing. And maybe they saw that one game where he had like 7.8 CS and he was like 10, 2, and 11 or something, but that was like one game. So,
When it's RPL, Tyler is a whole different player, my friend.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I think Banulu played pretty well. But, I mean, like, what do you expect of a guy playing Karma every game in Ori?
Heroes here.
There's nothing needed.
Flame of my boy.
Wait, he was a beast.
He's a world champion.
He played as well as he needed. That's literally what he did, and he definitely empowered your AD when Janna couldn't. So it was a good protect the carry comp, like you guys always run, and it's been successful all season. And I'm actually gonna kick you from here.
Which, since we're here, shout out to Zuxin for the deeps and the carries all season. Thank you. You helped me get $5 of my $50 back, which is pretty good.
Feels good, man.
Yeah, I think they played really well.
Kecker for pressing E. Thanks.
Yeah,
oh wait, are you guys live?
Yes.
Wait, why don't we just? I'm done. Why don't we just get the whole entire winter team in here?
No, that's never happening again. No. We're gonna have to start kicking people from the community. Yeah. I'm gonna actually kick people if we do that.
Okay. Let's not get anybody.
Okay. Anyway, I was mostly here for the MVP votes, which if you guys are still talking about the game, I don't know. Game 1 was pretty like 50-50. Game 2 was pretty one-sided. Game 3 was pretty one-sided as well. I don't know. Like you guys went pretty. You guys got much better as the games went on, for sure.
Hey, true.
I felt
True.
TLP actually alleviated pressure games 2 and 3. That's why we were
Yeah.
able to take firm
Yeah,
control.
I think
definitely looked like that.
banning got a lot lazier as they went on. Like they went for these weird bans. They finally banned Janna game 3, but like Janna didn't really play well enough game 2 to consider the ban was worthy. I think Karma ban would have been nice. I think Sedge ban would have been pretty good too.
I think if you wanted to beat Clorox Bleach, you should ban Nami, Janna, and Oriana.
Nami, why Nami? I think
That's
Nami was
Kecker's
fine.
best
I
support.
think
Sensor
yeah, but I don't
supports are
care
so
about.
good.
No, but you can't ban Ardent Sensor supports when you get Sedge pick every game.
Those are Kecker's best
Okay,
supports.
right.
I mean, supports can make the break the game, but that's like post 25 minutes. But if you don't survive early, because Sedge just runs your team over every team fight.
I mean, but you have to think of it. You really can't ban me out. They had 4 bans.
Oh
on
yeah,
me.
I'm not saying
They
did I
can't ban
say ban
Sharnos
top
out.
spotter?
No, I'm just saying like you have to cripple someone.
Yeah, but if you don't need to ban Sharnos, you just need to ban the OP champion. So you know, I think Janna, Karma, and Sedge would have been pretty good bans. 'Cause then you guys are forced to play like what Nami, and then Sharnas plays what Lee or Kha'Zix,
Yeah, or Jarvan.
Sure.
right? And then your mid laner plays Ori, unless they get first pick on Ori. Otherwise, he plays Lissandra
Or
or
Karma.
or
Did you
no,
say
Karma's
ban?
banned. Yeah,
Okay, Karma's banned.
so it's Lissandra or Oriana,
Or
and
Talia.
Oriana and
or
Jarvan as a
Talia. Yeah,
champion
the
play.
11 deaths per game. I'm pretty sure he's really confident, ready to play Talia.
He was ready to go when we asked him to play it. We were feeling it. And he didn't even say, give me Talia. We believed in him. And Sharnos
Well,
actually.
see, that's the kind of teamwork we've been looking for our whole lives.
He
Sharnos just
said
locked it in for him.
he said Talia or no, he said Karma or Talia. So I locked in Talia.
Oh, I forgot about that. Hey, I'm changing the script here.
I mean, Zuxin played pretty well every single game, so that's pretty
He
nice.
played very well.
Yep. I think he did more damage than 2 of your teammates combined.
It's pronounced Zausen.
Sorry. I think he did more damage than your whole team combined.
Zushin.
Zushan.
God.
All right. Well, I'm gonna probably just cut the stream right there for the Prestige Finals. Congratulations to Clorox Bleach.
Thank you.
You guys
Yep,
played extremely
congrats.
well.
Yep.
Good night,
Keep
boys.
staring at your mailboxes. Your RP will be arriving anytime soon.
I want my Discord rank
Okay.
HMU right now.
I heard that I'm getting paid by Steve,
All right, I'm stopping the
aka
stream.
Elucid.
No. Don't stop the stream. Don't stop
Okay,
the stream.
okay.
Oh, can I have John's share of RP?
All right. Anyway, get Spoder, get everyone out of here except Batman, Django, and yeah. See you later, Sharnos. Thank you for playing.
No, keep me in.
Okay. Thank God. All right. So I'm looking at the votings, and well, we're just gonna go over the votings, I guess. So Hall of Fame. All right. Hall of Fame. Yeah, I should have definitely prepared like a PowerPoint or something just so we could set up real fast. But I guess we'll be going dry. If I send you pictures, Batman, can you just put it up on the screen?
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right, so we had 70 votes this season, which is the highest we've ever gotten any season for the number of votes in the RPL voting for Hall of Fame for just Prestige League. I think it had the most votes even compared to Championship. And it did, yeah.
Tell me when you want me to put it up.
Yeah, I'll just tell you. So the best top laner in the league is, you can start putting it up. So we had Kaino Ken coming in second place. Voter 1 coming in last place, sadly. And looks like Hainan Esports Striker 321 will be crowned the Hall of Fame top laner for this season, the Prestige League. So that is exciting. Congratulations to him. He really wanted this, and looks like the gods are on his side. So Django.
Oh, am I supposed to say something
No,
about this?
no. I have a question for you.
All right.
So when you last checked the Hall of Fame voting,
Yes.
I remember Gray was in the lead for the jungle.
Yeah.
So,
That turned it around actually.
yes.
Panther was in last, and Gray was in first. In fact.
Yeah, and look what happened in the end. We had 27 votes of the 70 going to Panther, followed by 25 votes for Sharnos, and finally 18 for Gray. So Panther, once
turnaround.
again, for a second time, voted Hall of Fame jungler. Season 1 and Season 3? Is that where we're on?
Yes.
Yes, season 3, Elucid.
Hasn't been that long.
I can't keep track. It's been too long.
God, wait till we get to double digits.
Yeah, really though. What a world we live in. All right, and then mid lane. This one came to me as a little bit of a surprise. So, the best mid laner in Prestige League was I Hate Anime. I didn't really expect him to get put up in the votes.
I was definitely surprised by it. I wouldn't have been surprised if it was like a close second place, but to have this much of a lead in first place was definitely surprising.
Yeah, he had 32 of the 70 votes, followed by 26 for Eternal and then 12 for Banulu, even though I think Banulu probably played overall the best in the whole season with his consistent performance. But, I guess people saw that Anime was playing also really well in most of his games. 71 KP, I mean, he's got his perks being a team player. Oh, and these final two votes for the best ADC and best support, pretty arguably one-sided. So without a doubt, very, very one-sided. Almost 50% of the votes went to, well, for the best ADC in the league, we would expect, I mean, who do you guys expect to win Hall of Fame?
I expected it to go to Rookter for ADK, to be completely honest. Zuxin had really high numbers, but he got those high numbers by kind of a lot of good and bad plays. So I was I was kind of expecting people to go with the more consistent option of Richter. Can someone else talk besides me? That'd be great. Batman Striker, you're both in the
Yep.
I mean, I didn't
he's
really
gone
follow. I didn't really follow the Prestige League too much. I was
Yeah, I
more
didn't.
worried about the championship one, playing it in.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I didn't really look at Prestige League that much either. I didn't really get a chance to look at either leagues. I just kind of looked whenever I could, but I definitely didn't expect these kind of voting. I knew Nomad didn't get a lot of popularity, but he was a really top contender season 1. He did win season 1, so I thought he might at least be second place or maybe first. But yeah, Ruther came considerably in the lead in voting. I think he had 34, and then followed by 28 for Zuxin. So, congratulations to Ruther for being inducted into our Hall of Fame for AD Siege League.
Congrats.
And then finally, we all love supports. This is what I live for. Best support in the league. I originally, when I checked, I think 2 days ago, Kecker was in the lead by a considerable amount. But
it actually went back and forth in the very beginning, and then Kecker got a pretty good lead, but the votes lay now where they are.
Yeah, it seems that I personally said this a couple of times. Maybe that's why people are biased and voted. But I argued every time somebody was talking about best support in the league that Silver Spade definitely playing playmaker supports, trying to get as much of a setup for his team. And Panther did talk a lot about him, saying that he was like their main shot caller and everything. So I think it's definitely well deserved. He is.
I agree.
Going to be voted.
Go ahead. Even in the series where they just went 0-3, I really enjoyed watching Silver Spade just move around the map. How he always seemed to move at the right times when Panther was going to be there with him, and it was just a very impressive display. A lot of the times, unfortunately, the mechanical parts of the engages and roams that he pulled off were a little bit flubbed, and that led to some early game going back and forth. But overall, his pathing was like really, really cool to watch in the early game. Very, very good support in my eyes.
Yep, I agree.
I mean,
Thank you for the input.
thanks, TSN. Thanks, Batman.
Yep,
But
I agree.
I mean, anything about a non-shield support who consistently is being praised by his own team is, I mean, honestly, I love those kind of players. Those are the best to watch. They're the most exciting. I mean, as much as I love watching Janna be played and the intense mechanical skill that comes from playing and the reward you get from watching your team just kind of walk all over the enemy team while you press one button. It has perks to some people, but not me. I like the Thresh player. I like the Bard player. He did play Bard today. That was spicy. I like that. He did that one flash Q, and I was like,
Yeah, I thought he played really well
The
on Bard
flash
today.
Q was nice. The ult on the roam up to get the ult on the mid tower so Panther could dive after the mid lane fight.
Yeah, that was really good.
That was a nice point.
yep. And yeah, so congratulations to Striker Panther, I Hate Anime, Ruther, and Silver Spade 10 for being the Hall of Fame winners for this season. And we'll definitely get you guys your tags and put you on our website. And we'll start adding in people to the RPL Hall of Fame page, but we got a little lazy. If you guys want to submit maybe a description for yourselves to put on the RPL Hall of Fame, we can do that, or I'll just make up a description on the spot. Normally it's very generic, so it might not be the best. Yeah, Sona is pretty hard. What are you guys' thoughts on those supports right now playing Sona, Soraka, and Janna?
Cancer.
I mean, you're an
I
AD,
got
so I'm
3
guessing.
free ranks by spamming Ardent. Oh my god, Ardent Sensor Shielders. So I'll take it. Can't
Yeah,
beat him. Join
I
him.
mean, yeah, you play AD and you play support. Like it's like a wet dream, dude. I hate playing AD. I love playing mid. So when I see those kind of champs, just like their AD just jumps into me but still survives, it's like, wow, that was great. I love gameplay.
Fun gameplay.
Yeah, really. Well, anyway, that's probably going to conclude the stream for tonight. Tomorrow, I think it's getting moved to 7:30. But tomorrow is definitely going to be the
Guillaume Championship Hall of Fame will be after Championship.
You guys want to do Championship tonight? Maybe make it easier for me because I won't be here tomorrow.
We can do it tonight.
Sure,
We're
we
here.
can do it tonight.
I don't
I'm
care.
here.
All right, let's do it, boys. So let's pull
All right,
that
we're
up.
doing it tonight. JK, I baited
Yes.
you.
Yeah, I guess we're doing it tonight, boys. Jesus Christ, keeping me hostage here. It's Summer 2017 Championship. There we go. We had 60 votes, so not as many as the Prestige League, but definitely some fans out there for the
I think
championship
that's still
players.
more than last year's Hall of Fame, was it not?
Yeah.
Had like
Oh
50
yeah.
some
It's like
last year.
yeah, almost twice as many for Prestige and a little bit over half. But yeah, let's talk about Hall of Fame here. Yeah, these ones are they weren't as close as the Prestige League. I'll say that much. Yeah, the first three not even close.
The one was actually close. The rest of them were pretty landslides.
Yeah.
AD was close.
Yeah, I mean, overall, I was pretty happy with people who got nominated. I think one person who kind of got left out was Pax Jax, but he didn't get to play enough games.
Yeah.
So
I
definitely
agree on that. Him being on my team, I agree on that 100%.
a little bit of bias coming out from me, but Pax is a good man playing Alistar. I love playmakers.
You gotta love them playmakers, huh?
Oh yeah. All right, so the best top laner for championship was CMS Foley, who came out considerably higher than the other guys, had more votes than both the other guys combined, with 12 votes on Silky and 14 on Dogster, finally 34 on Foley. So congratulations to Foley winning the top lane Hall of Fame. And
Pretty well deserved. Something I noticed about Foley is he teleports almost twice as much as any other top laner I've watched in Championship. He actually uses the summoner spell. Pretty nice.
Yeah, he does. It's always good having a top laner that does some stuff in your games.
yep. As
Thank you,
someone,
William.
so as someone said in the chat, I don't know if this contributes to anything Batman's been saying so far, but feels packs, man. All right, so let's move on to the best jungle voted in the Prestige or Championship League, Prestige League twice. So congratulations to Batman winning this one again. Last season, this season,
Oh wow.
third season, maybe next season too.
You never
This
know.
one was also. I mean, how do you feel, Batman? This was a considerably a victory for you. I mean, it was overwhelming to a point.
I mean, I played pretty bad this season. I think the first game I played of the season, I went 1-9 and like 3 on fucking Calio. So.
Yeah, I mean, 33 votes when the other guys have a total of 27. I mean, maybe just because nobody knows these guys and it's really kind of hard to vote for them when they see, that TSM Batman logo on our website, just saying like, oh, he was inducted into Hall of Fame. What a great player. But
I do think Ready to Penguin is a good jungler compared to his rank.
yeah, he does play pretty well. But I mean, who can argue that Batman is not the best?
I know, right? I like to take wolves.
Not many junglers just kill the wolves, you know.
I know those wolves.
You gotta keep them in check.
Those wolves need to die.
Jesus.
Gotta get them priorities straight.
I know.
Now this this one's a little. This one's like the other guys have been kind of winning by like pretty much overwhelmingly, but
I bet this one's like
this
7%.
this one's also very overwhelmingly a victory again. not sure what to say here, but Jesus Christ, all I'm saying. So, best mid laner voted in the league was Jenga. You want to say it? Who you think it probably was?
All right. I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna take a random guess.
Okay.
Snowflake Gecko.
No, really?
Yeah, 34 votes for Snowflake Gecko.
A very consistent, amazing performer in the RPL.
Three seasons in a row. I mean,
3 seasons in a row, and
listen. What I'm hearing is that next season she won't be playing.
Yeah, I heard that too.
The upcoming season.
I've heard that to the grapevine.
She won't be playing next season, so there is a chance. Don't fret, mid laners in this league. We made a championship league so we could have another winner for the mid lane because she was just taking all the votes. I think last season she had like 80 votes or 80% of the votes or something. It was absolutely nuts. But this season she's losing a little bit of the votes. People looking at that Guillaume. So maybe next season. Guillaume number 1.
That way.
Maybe Voltzi. Maybe Voltzi number 1. He's very close to Guillaume. Not that much apart. Only 6 votes. Could definitely be changed next season if Snowflake Gecko opens the board. I mean, they all had pretty similar performances. I think, in terms of like how much. I think like in terms of maybe we're giving too much airtime for Gecko, but I've always said that she's like playing on a team where she has to work extra hard to kind of be able to win. I mean, would you agree? I mean, maybe I'm just being like a little toxic.
I 100% agree.
I do too.
No, I definitely agree. I think it's a combination of the fact that she's been so consistent for so long. She's quite well known on the server. She is put in a position to carry in just about every single game she plays, and it's almost a responsibility for her to step up, and she does most of the time, which is why she's being put above a bunch of mid laners who performed similarly and sometimes even better. I think Guillaume on certain days, and Volti on certain days have performed better, and Neko Feather. I think she's a really good mid too. Have performed better on certain days than Snowflake Gecko, but Snowflake is just always required to step up, and most of the time she does.
100% agreed. 6.3 KDA. Or sorry, is that a 6.3 KDA? I see.
Yes.
6.3 KDA. Very nice.
6.3,
Very nice.
6.2, 6.1 going down the votes actually.
No, that's,
No, those are CS numbers.
those are CS
7.8
numbers.
for Guillaume.
Wait, I'm trolling.
Yeah, Guillaume also has a great
I've
performance as
Twitch
well.
chat over half of the stats, and I'm trying to read the other half.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to say. Maybe if we had some loaning or contract signing, I would definitely make a team in RPL and just, first draft that. Get maybe some top laners who
just
play
bring,
more
just
aggressive
bring
and
a
play.
draft.
Yeah, just get a jungler who buys knights off.
RPL is gonna be
Yeah, just
mid lane.
yeah, just buy knights off for a mid laner every game. Yeah, we get like a Sona player or something, or like a Janet player, and we just put him bottom in lane, and then get an AD that plays like wave clear or something, and then let Gecko carry the team fights. But maybe I'm being a little over ambitious because, yeah, but I think FS will never give up any of their teammates, so definitely a good team, good well-rounded team.
A little bit since season 1, but the core is definitely still there.
Oh yeah, it's like always the same 4 people. The 5th guy maybe changes out because they have some work to do or something, or
I
a
think
little
their
bit
fifth
busy.
guy. I think their 5th guy was their jungler.
Yeah, I think they swapped out jungler this season, but I think the jungler went to support, and then support is taking a break or something. So interesting to see.
Icarus is playing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we definitely gave way too much airtime to Gecko. So let's move on to ADC.
Yeah, so the one that's actually close.
Yeah, this one's like super close. I don't know. It's like actually 1 vote. Wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, literally
Oh,
1
wow,
vote.
that's actually
it's not
1
even
vote.
That
like
surprises me.
it's
Hold
not
on,
even
let
like
me-
D Kremlin was that far behind.
Hold on. Let me open up 2 more of my Gmail accounts and just get some votes in here. Just sway the tides of battle a little bit.
Wait, I haven't even voted yet. Hold on, are votes still being accepted? Oh wait, hold on.
No, votes have been stopped.
Oh shoot.
Thanks for submitting your votes. We just stopped it. We just stopped it. But yeah, the best AD in the league, as voted by the RPL members, winning by 1 vote, 23, and then 22, followed by D Kremlin with 15. But is Taco Esports Zerobi? I think he played really well the whole season. He's definitely kind of like the Gecko of Taco, or the how FS has Gecko, they have Taco
like
as
yeah,
Zerobi.
the carry,
So
the designated carry.
yeah, someone who gets a lot of the farm, a lot of the KP, decently high KDA on AD. So definitely playing well on that team. Definitely shiny.
Really high CS per minute too.
Oh yeah,
compared to
he
a
also
lot
has.
of, other players in the league.
Yeah, he definitely has one of the higher DPMs. I think he does a lot of damage per game, even higher than Gecko most times. But yeah, congratulations to Zerobi.
Congrats.
Definitely well earned. We're seeing some. Gray was the best coach. Okay, same. I also like a good meme. What? Sorry, I'm making a spreadsheet. All right, so final one, support. Everyone loves support. I love supports. So let's see this here. All right, well, supports were not looking too good for second and third place. I'll tell you that much. This is
At least they didn't get over half the votes like top jungle and mid.
oh yeah, they missed it by 1 vote. Well, thanks, Jake. But congratulations to Anger Ranger for winning the support votes for Championship League. I think she definitely played the best. She had the highest KP. She had, she also played like playmaker supports. So who doesn't love those kind of
Much
players?
better warding patterns than a lot of the other supports in Championship League.
For sure. Yeah, vision score of
like even just looking at the vision score, you can see it's completely outclassed. Honestly,
200 more than the second place, and then almost 300 more than third place. So, yeah, I'm not too surprised when you see those kind of vision scores. But yeah, congratulations to Anger Ranger for this season's Hall of Fame. So overall, you want to give them the overall winners for those who missed it, Django?
I was hoping you were talking to Batman. No. So congratulations one more time to CMS Foley, TSM Batman, CMS TSM Batman, FS Snowflake Gecko, Taco Zerobi, and 1-800 Anger Ranger on your Hall of Fame spots for Championship League.
Congrats.
Yep. And congratulations to Clorox Bleach for winning Prestige League finals. And hopefully we'll have a great season next season for Prestige League. And make sure you guys come and watch tomorrow's game. Finals between what team's playing again? Championship League. Oops. Blood Moon Esports versus FS.
Yeah.
Versus FS. So that's going to be a fun game to watch for sure. I think it might be a little bit later.
This is the first time FS in 3 seasons has made it to finals, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah,
I think they came quarters the one season and semis the other. Now they're finally here.
Yeah, yep. So, you know. Let's
I think honestly,
hope for a
Final
good-
Esports beat them both times. Django.
Yeah, we did. I didn't really want to bring that up, but maybe.
What about the Team Hall of Fame? Team Hall of Fame is just going to be like the season winners, so like whoever placed number 1 in the league. So we don't really do like a voting on that. So I guess if you're really wondering,
Last time that was just there for the different, because we had a 2-group system. So we did.
Yeah, I think this time Prestige is going to get Clorox Bleach as its regular season winner Hall of Fame, and then Championship's going to get its Taco Esports for regular season winners, and whoever gets the finals will also be added to the Hall of Fame because we commemorate those who wins the finals. So Clorox Bleach will get it twice, and Taco Esports will get 1, and then whoever wins between FS and BME will get 1. So you know.
Yeah, regular season winners and then playoffs winners are what the Hall of Fame goes to for teams. All right, everything we want to cover.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it was a great day today. Finally, a season where I don't have to stay till 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning.
You're welcome.
Trying to figure out who wins, but you know, I hate
You gotta
FES.
bring FS.
FES made my life torture for the last 3 seasons. They couldn't win the 3rd game for some reason every season.
3rd or 4th game.
Right.
Hey,
you guys start out with 2 wins every season.
Season 1 was Lee Sin mid. All right, give us that.
You guys started with 2 wins every season, and then the 3rd game's like, oh, let's just pick Lee Sin mid, or like, let's try to go for the 5th game where we play Fiddlesticks mid and win off of it randomly.
Yeah.
It's like.
We had to get our boy Izanix in on it.
Yeah.
Somebody help me!
Down his Syndra and his Galley.
He played Fiddlesticks. Jesus Christ.
Dude,
right.
we legitimately asked him what was left in his pool, and he said, I can play Fiddlesticks, and I said, lock it in.
As long as it's not Lee Sin.
Alright. I'm gonna stop the stream.
It deals AP damage. It's more of a mid laner than... Xanix is in the chat. I love you, bro.
I'm stopping the stream. Is that okay? Okay, I'm stopping it now.
End me, please.
Yep. All right. Good night, boys.